I'm going to need another drink. I'm going to have to text my wife to bring up another. If she's watching, I doubt that she is.
You don't have a bell?
But if you're watching, no, she can't hear it anyway from up here. But if you're watching,
stomp 3 times.
I need another drink, please. Please. So let me tell you something. With Thanksgiving just around the corner, from the year 1978, which is the year that I was born, to the year 1994, I guess, I spent every Thanksgiving in the house where they filmed Transformers 2. You know when that dude from Sector 7 has that huge-ass mansion, he wrote that book and they're interviewing him? That's the I essentially grew up in that house. It's a long story.
That was weak as fuck.
I have
but that's what it is. I know. Listen, I'll answer all your questions. Not necessarily. I'll answer your questions whenever.
Whose house was it at that point in time?
So it belonged to a handful of people at the same time. I can't really get into specifics, but
sounds very California.
It was owned by a let's just call it a corporation. A collective. A collective is a better word for it than corporation. It was owned by a collective of people.
Did the Realm of Collectors own this house?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No. But it was cool as fuck. And spent a lot of my youth there.
You know what else is cool as fuck? The Cool Table, a group of like-minded podcasts, including Enter the Realm, Shattercast Uncut, Nerd Rage Radio, Plastic Fanatics, Figure Bangin', Beer and Bolters 40K, 8 Weeks, Stasis Lock, Toy Detox. Don't forget to check out Building Up to It, coming to your audio listening pleasure very soon.
Is that part of the Cool Table Network?
Huh?
Is that part of the Cool Table Network?
No, it's just a show.
I was like, because I don't remember voting on it.
It's just a show with cool dudes on it.
The little kids table.
That's right.
In its way out.
It being Thanksgiving.
No, that was good. That was good. It's building up to it.
Building up to it. Don't forget to check out new music from Carpenter Records. Nathan Haskell available now on his Bandcamp. You can send what's in the fucking box and shelf life videos to
entertherealmcast@gmail.com.
Our Facebook is Realm of Collectors. Our Instagram is Realm of Collectors. Our website is realmofcollectors.com. Make sure to check out the blog and stop by and pick up some merch. If you're listening on audio format, please give us a 5-star rating because that's what all the cool kids are doing. What's up, party people? Welcome to Into the Realm, episode 121, the Realm of Collectors podcast. My name is Chris Pinkerton, if you're nasty. Joining me tonight is an amended Jackal Squad and a very special guest. Let's do some introductions. Going across the bottom of my Google Hangout screen, fresh off his stay at the Pinkerton Spa and Resort. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Brink.
Yeah, my ass still hurts from that. I know, man.
You didn't know that we could play Twister and Connect 4 at the same time, did you?
No, I did not.
Yeah. I guess you'll ask more questions next time. Speaking of asking questions, my own personal thunder thief, young Daniel.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
You don't have to.
Good enough for me.
The podcast champion, Mr. Tuesday Night himself, Hurricane BX.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you too. The birthday girl, drinking on the special occasion. 29 as always with the salt and pepper. Mr. Jisk One.
What's happening, guys? I'm feeling good. I'm about to go over the edge.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll keep our finger on the trigger.
Thank you.
Up next, our special guest coming from the UK. Cotimus Prime G1. What is up, Cody?
Hello, and how are you?
That was awkward as fuck. I'm doing great, man. How are you?
The connection is really awkward.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a lag. So what time is it in your... So it's 8:05 Eastern time right now as I'm speaking. And it is what time in your world?
1:05 a.m.
1:05. So you've got a 5-hour difference. Nice.
Yeah.
We'll try not to do more than 4 hours tonight. Up next is the Godfather.
Thank you.
The Godfather of the R.O.C. The man who apparently is going to... I'm just now reading your lower third. Pajama Mites. The Dust Mites is with us tonight.
Yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Enter the Realm.
Let's do that one more time in a little segment I like to call What'd You Get? Mr. Brink, lay it on us.
All right. I got a few things. I got a Superman Lois Lane animated set
Superman.
because I couldn't stand being done collecting Batman animated, so I just had to keep going.
With natural progression.
Superman.
And I picked up some Last Jedi figure awards. They started coming in this week, and yeah, a little bit of regret there. So shout out to NJCC in March. So and a few of the little Diaclone relaunch guys, but I also got something really special.
Is it a custom Miller Lite can?
No, it's not, but that's an interesting idea.
Hmm.
The Paul C, he found something for me last week, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago before ToyCon. So I was driving on my way to Dust's house, and he texted me. He said he found something. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple months back, there's this, I think we were talking about Grails or something, but there's this childhood toy that I had no idea what it was named, and he actually found it. So shout out to Paul for finding it and then going back to get it for me. And it arrived this week, and here it is right here.
No, Jesus.
Oh, I remember that shit. Turned into a black Jeep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it walks and everything like that.
Walks, and it pecks.
Can you turn your mic and give us a live demo? Doesn't it transform on its own?
Oh no, it doesn't transform.
Oh, I thought it did that too. I thought it folded
This
up.
is from the 80s. This isn't like the 24th century yet. Things don't transform by themselves.
In the year 2000. Shout out to the stand. Yeah, go ahead.
And then, happened to go to ToyCon the next day, and what do I find on a table?
The boxed version.
The boxed version.
Get the fuck out of here. Was
Yeah.
that pricey?
No, not at all. And also, it doesn't work.
Oh, good.
But it is complete, and it has like the missiles and the cannon and stuff for it. And I tell you, man, to have it, I've been like searching the internet for years trying to find out, and the only thing I found was like a Sears catalog picture of it, and the description was a giant robot with firing missiles. I'm like, great, no way I can Google this, right? And it's funny, I was talking to the guy at the table. The guy's name is Jonathan. He's actually in the realm. And he's the table that has all the obscure Japanese stuff, the old vintage stuff, some new stuff. Where
I didn't know he was in the group.
Yep, and I think Intex gets his stuff from him,
Yeah,
right?
he does.
When he goes.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say.
And I love the fact I was able to find this in a box too, because I was talking to the guy. He's like, "Well, if you just Google Die Jim," I'm like, "Dude, I had no idea what the hell this thing was called. I was like 8 years old when I had this thing." But it's like giant robot Die Jim Jr. And then it transforms into a 4-wheel drive car, but just let you know, only 2 of the wheels go. But I just love this thing because I just remember going to Toys R Us and all the weird Japanese toys. You couldn't read what the boxes said, and they're all very colorful and stuff like that.
So hang on. So that was that's how the box you just showed was how it was sold in the States?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh.
That's awesome though.
And
If you say that's mint in box, no one will ever know it doesn't work.
That's right.
Just
Sunday he says he still has his.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dude, maybe he can bring it to NJCC and you guys can race him.
Yes, you guys could take pictures together with you.
We could put 100 or better on him. 100 or better.
And I really like this one that Paul found too. It's got some of that childhood patina, some rubbed off paint and
Boogers?
some broken pegs,
Some boogers.
a loose arm. I'm sure there's a booger
Oh,
on
dude,
there.
that was pre-vaccines. I'm sure there's a lot of fucking measles and mumps.
Pre-vaccine.
One little thing about this box is it says that it uses 2 Penlight batteries. Yeah, those are double A's, people. I just thought that was hilarious too.
I've never heard of that either.
So anyway, that's what I got. So thank you again, Paul. That was just fantastic.
Good dude.
Really highlight to the weekend there.
All right.
I feel you that your lower third is very threatening. I'll candy your yams.
I'll
Really?
candy your yams.
Hmm.
Invite me over. I'll candy your yams. Just saying. Or your wife's
Oh.
yams.
Invite from. Okay. Moving on down the line here, young Daniel, what'd you get?
Put down
I
the
got
phone, Dan.
I got something pretty awesome. I got the ever coveted Deuce Egg.
Dude, that's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And nobody has sound effects.
No, of course not.
Nope.
We are short one J. Ruse and one Jane tonight. J. Ruse is busy counting widgets, And James is going to be on broadcast television in his new role as a sideline reporter for Monday Night Football. So if please don't switch off and go look. But apparently the Seahawks are playing sports ball against some other team, and he's at that game. So good looking out on that, James. All right, I guess we'll move on down the line here. Jose, what'd you get?
I picked up today. I got a couple of cases of the Wave 1 of the Deluxes, Powered Primes. Causing a little bit of a stir in the cafe right now. I like it. Just trying to keep myself entertained tonight with you fellas. So, yeah. Actually, I told you guys that I actually found out that one of the docs from my job is actually into Transformers and the third party and all this stuff. So, he's into the Hasbro stuff. So I told him if I found him, I'd pick, him up a set. So They're 2 sets to a case. And I picked up an extra case in case anybody out there is looking for them. So hit me up.
So what all is that? The Jazz and the Dinobots and is that what that is?
And it's Jazz, Dino, and Dreadwind.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
cool. I actually had a chance to mess with those little this weekend.
Is the Jazz in that like more G1 than like the Combiner Wars Jazz? Wasn't there a Combiner Wars Jazz that recently came out?
No, it's actually the Lightspeed from the Computron repainted.
Oh god,
pretty sure.
So it's a Combiner Wars figure.
It looked different. It looked different to me.
Maybe
they borrowed some Combiner Wars like stuff, but it looks like a new molding overall.
Sure. Is that the Trump Jazz?
That's the Trump Jazz.
I mean, it looks all right. It looks all right. It gives you the feels a little bit.
Yeah, and it combines. It still combines. It still has a combiner for it.
It feels right in my stomach.
Nice.
Power of the jizz right there.
Jizz cone.
Jizz cone.
Happy birthday, Jizz cone.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of the Jizz cone, happy birthday again to the Jizz cone. It's pretty cool that I showed up for your birthday, isn't it? It's neat.
It is cool. I don't remember why I wasn't here on the show that it was your birthday, but
your brother had some amazing.
Oh, I mean, listen, you got to admit it was pretty dope.
It was pretty dope, but I'm just giving you shit. So, other than sucking down that beverage, tell us about what'd you get? So,
believe it or not, I got a second installment of gifts from the Jackal Squad.
Jackal Squad,
which was fucking like I was on a work trip all week. I don't know why I did quotes, but.
Yeah, you were going to my keys or something more to that.
And then I came home to this box, and I was honestly like, "What the fuck are these boxes?" And I opened it up, and it was the Zeta toys, the 2 limbs. So thank you guys very much. Like, you didn't even have to do that. You went above and beyond. And
you're goddamn right, we did.
Yeah, I was fucking shocked. And I got that. And then my wife bought me a Nintendo Switch, believe it or not.
Dude.
Which I played maybe 10 minutes of, and my kids have been on it the entire day.
What games?
So essentially, she bought us alone time. Is what she bought us.
Ooh. Hey, that may be priceless. What games did she get?
She got the Mario Kart and then the Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, that's really all I play. I've been playing Street Fighter on mine too a good bit.
Oh, it's got. I didn't even know it has Street Fighter on it.
Yeah, Street Fighter. It's a Street Fighter 2 kind of updated version, but it's same movesets.
I didn't think that I would like it, but it's dope actually. Like I thought the idea of like having a handheld and then putting in the TV was kind of stupid, but it's actually pretty fucking dope.
Dude, I play the hell out of mine. I mean, I took it with me on my business trip last week, and I beat like 4 levels of Mario just chilling.
Yeah, see, that's fucking cool as shit. So she bought that. She bought she bought all the extra controllers, so like the 4 of us could play and shit. And it's been fun, man. It's been cool.
So one thing about that kills me is obviously I got some pretty big paws here, and you can play with that one remote. I can't do it.
That little when you turn it sideways.
Yeah, it's like the size. It'd be like me playing with my key fob here. I can't do it.
That's what you do.
Extra Zero. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we actually have 2 switches. I have one, and Mason's got one. So we, if we want to play together, we just use the 2 remotes with the handle things.
Extra Zero said Street Fighter will be $25 at Best Buy on Black Friday.
Yeah, it's well worth $25. I paid. I paid $40 for it, and it's fun at $40. But at $25, it's a no-brainer to grab Street Fighter.
The thing is funny because so you buy the games and the cartridge is like, I mean the box is like this big and the fucking cartridge is like the size of an SD card.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Shit makes me laugh. It's
like the stupid funny Game Boy games. So
right, exactly. Exactly. But it's cool. And then, yeah, just getting ready for Thanksgiving. That's all.
Right on.
Thank you again, guys.
Hey, you're very welcome, Jess. Thank you for
Okay.
everything you do. Katie, what'd you get? I mean, Cody. Sorry, it says Katie on the screen. Did you spell that wrong? Or?
Does it
Kidding,
actually
man.
say that on the screen?
Listen, boss.
I got Asian 6-shot. Cool. I got Unique Toys Lockdown.
Oh, how do you like that?
Lockdown.
What'd you say?
Yeah, it's all. I can't hear a word you guys. I said down's awesome. Awesome, actually.
Oh yeah, this is gonna work.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it's
that
not working very well.
the English
Just
channel.
happened there.
So
Hang on.
so far, I've gotten he's gotten the G Creation 6-shot. I think he
And then he said that DX9 lockdown, right?
Puru kill.
Sounds great. Yeah, you may
Yeah.
want to jump out and jump back in,
Yeah,
man.
hop back in. We'll catch back up with you. Dust.
Yo, I got nothing. The goose egg.
Aw.
None.
Yeah, nothing.
Womp womp.
Yeah, nothing. It was I'm just a busy fucking work week. There it is.
You've had
go.
a couple pretty big.
Yeah, I've had some couple big
Good
weeks.
volume.
I could take a month or two off and still be good.
No, didn't you get Omega in between the 2 weeks?
That was last week.
You announced that on Monday last week?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it came afterwards, but all right.
No, I was here for Monday.
You can
I like
still
your
feel
cro-
it.
Is that just your box for Kronos, or is that Kronos boxed up?
What's
you
that?
got Phoenix, right?
Yeah, well that's the box.
Oh, where's your Kronos?
Right
That's
down there.
where's your Phoenix?
Up
Oh,
there.
I see. Dude, he looks good with all the bots, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Kronos is an awesome figure. I've got one. If anybody's looking for it.
Nah, but no, yeah, it was. I had long fucking busy work week, man. I didn't even think about picking anything up. Just trying to catch up on some money and getting ready for the holidays. That's all.
Cody said that he's gonna jump back in, but yeah, I guess he has moved since the last time he done it, and he said the connection's just shit. He's gonna work on that. Hey, anybody, I dropped my friend code for the Switch in the chat.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, message me your fucking friend code.
Yeah, because I play mainly. I play Mario Kart a lot, and I don't guess you can really play Odyssey online. Well, not yet, anyways.
No, but I'll
And
play some Mario Kart.
Street Fighter we fuck it up too. Oh,
Yeah,
it's funny. Brian played Switch at my house this weekend, and Brian was. It's so funny because last time Brian played Mario Kart, it was on the Wii when you had to do this shit. He's over there, and he tried it like you can do motion controls still on this, so he tries motion controls at first.
Yeah, I'm like going like this, and I'm still running to the wall. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this thing? Dude,
And then he switched it off.
That's why they call it the Switch. You
yeah.
just want to switch it off.
And
Hey,
then I
Chris,
didn't-
what'd you get?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I had to switch it back on.
I got a couple things. I got some more Simpsons stuff. Shout out to Paul C for brokering this. I have more stuff coming from Paul. Yeah, bring it over. I'll show you real quick what I got. I got 3 things really. No, I got 4 things, and then the guy up there too. Yeah, my intern's bringing my stuff over. Unpaid intern. That's right. Yeah, you never get figures or anything. So I got. I've been waiting on this one. It's. My name is Troy McClure.
Yeah,
You might
Troy
remember me-
McClure.
You might remember me from such documentary films as "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." I got this big heavy bastard. This is
Shout out to the intern.
Shout out to the intern showcasing in the back here. This is the Toys R Us exclusive 2003 Simpsons New Year's Eve set. It's heavy as hell.
Nice.
This thing weighs a ton.
Yeah, those play sets.
Yeah.
2003.
And then this isn't even on my checklists, but this is a Bongo Comics exclusive. You guys remember Bongo Comics that did the Simpsons stuff at one point in time? Anyways, it's a 3-pack. It's got Homer, Edna, and Apu as the ingestible bulk, Vampire Edna, and Captain Quick.
Nice.
So how
And then
many more do you need until you're done? Guys,
Dude, I
you
don't
hear
know.
my voice
I'm
crack?
waiting on the stuff from Paul to come in. And then this actually, this one, Dave, yeah, Energon Addict got this for me. I picked this up from him last Tuesday. This is the Treehouse of Horror 1 set, which is a
Dope.
Toys R Us exclusive as well.
Yeah,
So,
those sets were always dope. The
Yeah,
Treehouse
Are you
Horror
keeping those in
sets.
a box? You're gonna open them up.
I've opened everything else up so far. I don't know.
Is that Flanders as the devil in that?
It is. That's
Yeah,
old Ned
yeah.
Flanders as it is.
Shout out to lefties.
Oh no, we dropped Troy McClure.
Oh no, gotta make a documentary about
I
that.
have to make a documentary about it. I got some stuff here. I actually just got in. I got some shirts I'm not gonna open because nobody cares, but they're from Boost God, who's a shoe guy I watch. Shout out to Boost God.
Shoes.
Yeah. I got today. I did a little hunting. I got the back in black Deadpool. Found him at a GameStop in the Greater DC area. Here you go.
Thank you.
And this is for our friend from across the pond. But I picked up a Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad agent for him, for Cody. That'll be coming in a giant box.
Only at Target. Shout out to Target.
Actually, that's GameStop too, buddy.
It said only at Target, didn't it?
No, I don't know. I only bought it at GameStop, so
Oh, maybe it said only at GameStop. Shout out to Target.
shout out. Just randomly shout out. Hey, I will say that Target had an exclusive on the Executioner Trooper through the Black Series, and apparently they restocked them because I've been in a couple Targets lately, and other people have too, and they're there. So I guess they restocked them. And then I got the black bag from the trunk. Take 2 steps that way. Thanks. So
You haven't earned the right to be on screen.
You're in my shine, kid.
So it's that famous brown box that we all enjoy.
Oh, you got a fucking crazy choice.
Yeah, I went crazy on this one here. I actually bought this locally for my.
Was it more
Comic
expensive
shop.
locally?
It may have been.
It's one of two things I can.
I mean,
tell.
but like
No, it was like maybe
Fair.
$5, but it was $5 more than I would have
yeah,
paid.
that's fucking fair.
And Sideshow takes they ship UPS ground from California, so it takes fucking forever. All right,
Listen, I say if you can get anything like any import is worth, an extra $10-15 if you can get it local. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
all right, drums, please.
Punisher.
Bam.
Oh, nice.
Punisher. I was on the fence about it, so Mason and I went here to Beyond Comics here in Frederick. We went there right after Justice League, and I hemmed and hawed about this for 30 minutes in there,
Maybe more.
maybe more. Decided not to get it. Then we watched it this weekend, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta get it. So I went back this morning and picked him
So
up.
do you have the Daredevil, or is that your first?
I do not
just-
have the Daredevil.
That's your
Yes.
first of the TV series ones?
Right. It is.
Are you okay with just having that by itself, or do you plan on getting a Daredevil now?
I'll get it.
Yeah, Chris, what's the approach for your Hot Toys?
The approach is I buy what I want. I don't have to have an approach on the hot toys. The Pinkerton approach allows me the room to buy the hot toys because I'm not buying.
Yeah,
God and
the
everything.
Pinkerton Hot Toys approach is no approach.
Well, it's Marvel and DC right now. It's not.
Fans Toys and Takara.
Well, I mean, it's not. I'm not doing Star Wars. I'm not doing, Lord of the Rings. I'm not doing, 6 scale. They make everything. And Hot Toys might not necessarily make it, but they make everything.
I feel like you need a fucking Hot Toys Frodo in your collection.
Do I really?
No, not at all.
With real hairy feet.
That would actually be dope if you could brush his feet.
So I could only imagine that it would be legit, but these Daredevil boxes have Braille on the front.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty dope.
that's really neat. So I'll get into him later. So Cody, is your connection any better now?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It sounds better. So we heard that you had gotten I don't know, start over.
Farouk Hill and somebody else.
Yeah, the G Creation 6-shot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
But
What's
Hey,
called?
Cody.
It's called 6-shot.
Hey, Cody. If you open one of the cabinets behind you, are there going to be English muffins in there?
Or are they
we've got
just
crumpets.
regular muffins?
We've got crumpets.
What's a crumpet? You can't have a crumpet. Come on, who's going to quote Raphael from Ninja Turtles? Nobody?
It's nobody.
Let's see. You can't. Was it? Don't know. Cricket. If you crumpet, I can't remember how he phrases it.
I don't know
Oh,
what
well,
you're going on about.
Oh well.
All right.
It's pretty laggy. Still the collection. I don't know what it's doing.
So what do you
awkward silence? It's a
what
wrap.
do you,
Let's go.
what do you think about that Pyro kill, Cody?
I like it. He's cool. He's it's different, but I really like Lockdown as a character for some reason. I like how he looks.
I'm
Is it
just
made well?
intrigued. I'm just intrigued by the engineering on that. The way
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was at a certain person's house over the weekend who had it, and I didn't even realize.
Solid.
It.
I was
Yeah,
watching
that's
his review this morning, and he's like, "Oh my god, I broke it." It's like, "Oh wait,
Really?
no, I didn't." Okay.
That's
Oh,
because
it's
it's
supposed to.
spring loaded.
It's supposed to. Is it really spring loaded? That's funny. Didn't I know that?
Yeah,
You
it's
have to
quite
excuse me.
full. It's broken.
There's a lot of background noise. It seems like 92 people in my house.
You need to get a door for that.
Dude, I know. I'm seriously I was doing a business call this morning and it's loud as fuck.
Honestly, Chris, I can't really hear it all that well. Until you mentioned it, I didn't even notice.
And now it's the only thing you hear. So, all right. I've got a little bit of screen share action for us.
Yay!
Right. It's not a lot. There's not a lot of news. I guess it's just kind of slow on the cycle, as they say. I don't know who they are, why they say it, but nonetheless, let me get queued up here. Goggle hangouts. Hanging out in goggles. All right, here we go. Can everybody see the bootleg Realm of Collectors logo? Can everybody see the pink Ollie?
Shout out to KO.
That's
know.
Fantasy Fest, Ollie. Remember,
Fantasy Fest.
Fantasy Fest is an actual festival that goes on in Key West every year. Just saying.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we will just leave it at that.
Have you ever been?
Never.
Okay.
I would go though. Key West is a good time if you've never been.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got to get into Mezco a little bit here. We've got their images they released of their Aquaman.
So I got two questions. One, is that real hair or is it plastic?
It is plastic.
And two, don't the hips look weird? Does it?
They
Do you
do.
see like?
This-
Yeah. All right.
This looks like a He-Man figure from back in the day to me. The proportions are very odd on this figure.
Yeah, and just this is Mezco, so they don't do the.
I know they're. The real hair.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't know if they were branching out.
Well, I'm going to be honest. This is probably one of the first things they've shown that I have. It just looks like shit to me.
Yeah, they're hit or miss. I know, for me, but yeah, this one's weird.
Says the guy who brought a pitchfork.
And it doesn't even look like him. Like, it looks kind of weird.
Yeah, it does kind of look. I mean, I'm not crazy, but I'll be honest. My distributor hit me up about pre-ordering this one, and I told him I was going to pass. And nobody had hit me up about it. Honestly, it doesn't look that much better than the $20 toy.
Yeah.
And I don't know
I
if it's
agree.
'cause the soft goods.
I think you're better off with like a Figure Arts.
Right, or something
Dude,
like
the
that.
fucking legs look so
Yeah,
bad.
that's something weird about that. It's not good.
think
Like he
another
just,
thing, too,
like
is
he
all
just
these
got
damn
off riding a
pre-orders.
seahorse.
Yep.
Hey, Dust, how does that seahorse talk?
Yeah. Even the trident looks cheap.
Yeah, it does. It does look cheap.
That's not even a trident. It's got 5 things looking.
That's I don't know, whatever.
What's the
5
cube?
cents.
What's the box?
That's the mother box.
Mother box.
Oh, that's the underwater mother box?
Yes.
Or is that how they all look
Spoilers.
in the movie? I mean,
Um,
come please. You know there's going to be a mother box in that movie.
yeah, they all look generically like that.
Okay.
So, but here's an up close facial. Here's an up close facial.
Nice.
And then we're gonna roll right into the Hot Toys version of the
Dude,
same.
and it looks so much better.
It's like standard definition and high definition.
For real,
like-
that's exactly what it's,
It's like those jokes are like Android phone, iPhone. I don't know if you see that.
What are you saying? iPhone and Android phone.
Yeah,
After.
whatever. But nonetheless, here's a Hot Toys solicitation that's supposed to be out basically in a year.
You get your pre-order in.
I have not done it yet. For either one. I've done the Batman, but I've
Do
got
they ever release any of these things right on time with the media?
You know, it's funny.
The only one they did was the Thor, which I just stole the thunder because fuck you.
God damn. Yeah, they did the Thor, the road-worn Thor, which is the Thor from the beginning of the movie with the long hair.
The Surtur head.
Because they didn't have to. They reused the head sculpt. So,
I mean, do you like this? Do you like this Aquaman enough to purchase a Hot Toys figure of it?
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
He's one of the better characters in that movie.
Yeah.
He was done really well.
Do you think do you think they wait for for at least most of the post production to be done in case there's any changes and stuff like that?
I mean, they kind of have to.
Yeah.
They really.
The Batman looks cool. I mean, if that's the way the Batsuit looks in the movie, it's not bad, man. I think it's probably better than the BBS Batman.
It looks a little better.
Honestly, we're going to get into Justice League later, but I think he probably. It seemed like he wore 4 different suits in that movie.
Might have.
Batman's a fucking clothes whore.
Yeah. So moving on to keeping in Hot Toys. So Hot Toys is going to have, I think, 5 different Praetorian Guard figures available.
Shout out to Army Building.
Shout out to $1,200.
Shout out to that Throne Me. You never know, somebody might.
That
be
shit does look good though, man. It looks intimidating as fuck.
It does. And here's the single images of a couple of them. What do you call these guys, Cody?
Red prototypes.
Flower pot men.
Flower pot men because of their arms.
Pot men.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Marvel Legends. We have the Ghost Rider boxed images of the Ghost Rider and the bike.
That looks dope.
Yeah,
Is this the first bike last year? Because when it came out last year, right, it was just the figure, right?
Yeah, so it's just the figure with a black deco. Doesn't come with a flaming chain either. This has the blue with the light blue trim, and it comes with a bike. And as I predicted, the other item in this case is the Black Widow bike.
Yeah, that box is freaking huge for her.
Her box is huge.
Watch out, fam. Let me slide in there.
Her box is huge.
It's all those kicking and running that she's doing.
Is that the Mary Jane head again?
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Yeah. You're getting a little lazy on that, but it's a good.
Who wants this really? Like on the panel, who's getting this other than Chris? I can see Chris getting both of those.
My brother wants the Ghost Rider. I'm not in.
What about the Black Widow though? The Ghost Rider I could understand, but the Black, like, do you need a motorcycle for Black Widow?
Well, no, but I mean, it is a comic version, which we don't have. We haven't had an updated comic version because the last one was the ScarJo one, except for the classic one that just came out. So,
hey, that ScarJo was really all you need.
Just people might just want the bike.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah, but it's gonna be $40 for a bike, and I'm gonna be honest, you can buy a Mezco model kit for $15, same size bike if you.
Yeah, it looks similar to a Common Rider bike also, and that's what they charge for those 40, 45, $50, depending.
Does that come with a figure too, or is that just for the bike?
No, the bike solo. Some of them they 2-pack them. More.
Do they ever biggie them?
Holla if you hear me.
Do they ever biggie them? Sorry, it's too easy. Moving on here.
Back around us like that, man. You can't do it.
I can't think. I totally lost my train of thought on that. Is it Corbot that's doing these little guys?
Sure.
Isn't this old? Didn't this thing come out a while ago?
They're releasing these images, so I was under the impression that it may be re-releasing. I wish this was bigger.
Well, you can always get the Impossible Toys one.
Yeah,
it's really a piece of shit. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Just wait for the oversized KO.
And shout out to interviewing people of importance, right, Dan?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, why the fuck hasn't anybody made these things? Like, come on.
I don't know why hasn't anybody made these a decent Quintesson. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, just put them out.
Dude, they could do a box set with the Quintessons, and then do these by themselves, or a pack of 3, the masterpiece scale, and then the Sharkticons the same way. I mean, I would
2030.
I would break the Pinkerton approach if somebody made these in masterpiece scale.
Are these like Legends class scale?
Yeah, they gotta be.
Yeah, they're little. Yeah. They're very small.
I think Bobby has a review of something like this that came out about a year ago, somewhere within the past 12 months.
I think they put out like a convention exclusive.
It was Impossible Toys, right?
No. There's another Legends class version.
No, it was this same thing. This has been around for it. And the way I read this, it seemed like this version was finally coming out, like because they were it was a convention exclusive, and there was not a lot of them. I think Robert D has like 2 different versions, if I'm not mistaken, and I may be completely making that up. All right, moving on to stuff people may actually care about. Dustin, are you ready? You got your tissues ready?
Yo,
You ready? You got your tissues ready?
always.
Got your jerkins ready?
Always.
Here we go.
I'm a
Skeet,
single
skeet,
man.
skeet, skeet,
There
skeet.
he is.
This is I don't know what they're calling him, but it's the
Hot
Wei Jiang
garbage.
oversized, homemade, possibly.
Hot garbage.
12
No,
and a
that's
half.
when we see the next slide of Dragon Ball Z figures. That's
No,
when.
I don't have any Dragon Ball,
not
but
any.
this is the MPP 10 size wise Wei Jiang Megatron.
It
That
does
is
look
kind of
weird right here.
Yeah, that picture's kind of awkward with those
Like, it's
shoulders.
like-
the way he has the shoulders.
Everything just looks so the arms look good. They don't look good with the figure. The torso looks good. It doesn't look good with the figure. The legs look good, but they don't look good on this figure. It's like everything looks good independently, but all together it just kind of looks out of place.
The back is clean as fuck.
I mean, listen, the feet are the worst thing about it, but what are you gonna do?
It's like they're fucking reworked the polygon
that?
feet,
I like that laser.
See, that picture doesn't.
polygon arms.
No, yeah, you're right. That
That
one doesn't look that bad.
I mean, yeah, mainly it's just lip service for the Megatron fans out there. See, and right there it looks.
Yeah,
good.
that looks
good
dope.
right there.
So can you change the inside of the legs out between the red and the black? Like even the arms are not red. Go back to that. See that? The arms aren't red and the legs aren't red on that other picture.
Maybe
I prefer it without the red, to be honest
But-
with you.
If you zoom in, let me see here.
Yeah, let's just
You
use a
can
proto.
keep black too. Yeah, unless the,
And
the
that's gray, obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks silver right there. But even the legs just look black and white.
but this is still red.
Right.
There's a laser beak it comes
I
with.
think the Laserbeak's dope as shit.
But why is it black?
Because it's
It's a
the
silencer.
sniper or
It's
the
a sil-
silencer. That's
yeah,
right.
it's
Oh,
That's a cool gimmick, man. And it's like I'm all right for having like different. That looks almost like the Cybertronian version of a Laserbeak.
yeah.
Mhm.
Hey man, all I
that?
wanted for next to stand next to my MPP 10.
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
Ooh.
Yeah,
If I'm lucky,
That
maybe
looks
I'll get a
cool.
show on my O face. Oh,
The skeet is on the official one right there.
That's the Pornhub face. Ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen,
I'll never
we
forget.
give you
that.
the Pornhub face.
I believe Kilo did a picture and put Brazers in the bottom corner with his face and chest plate on.
That's funny, dude. Hold on, go back.
Yeah.
Look at his fucked up eyebrow on the one on the right. Like that black line looks
Super
a little
unibrow.
Yeah.
It's very streamlined, like it's tattooed.
So this gives you a size comparison with MP36.
Damn, dude, that thing's huge.
And here's the money shot. You ready, Dust? Bam.
There it is.
How much is that Megatron?
$100.
110.
I mean, you can't go wrong, dude. Dust, are you giving it a try and transform it? No.
Nah, fuck no. It's going right on a shelf.
See, that's cool, man. You can put it on either side of your television. Like those are kind of pieces you
Yeah.
have in the living.
It's not something that's going to be in here. That'll be something that's like out there. you
Right.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Ooh, it's some good-
standalones.
It may even be worth getting like some of those water. I don't know what those water decals. That you have to kind of like transfer on like a tattoo. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know who makes those.
Ocean, I think.
Yeah,
No.
but like get like a dope looking fucking insignia, not like a repro label, so it looks like it's painted on there.
Yeah. See, but those two are good on a shelf by themselves, and I don't need any other oversized figures. You
That's
got
it.
both leaders right there.
That's what you're
Right.
doing.
Right.
You
Yeah.
put the axe in fucking Optimus's arm, and you put the fucking mace in
Those are
fucking
your-
Megatron, and there you go, straight.
Those are your bookends.
Exactly.
Yeah, on a
Word.
shelf.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So and here's your gun mode. I mean, it cleans up nice, but it's probably going to be fucking huge.
Yeah. See, yeah. So Chris, that black thing on the end, is the
Yeah.
laser beak.
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, his feet turn into the end of the stock there.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, dude.
Mhm.
I guess if you want to
That's
stop
it.
on your
Yeah, I never even noticed that.
That's the same with that. Doesn't that? What's that one Ace reviewed? The one that.
You should just sleep with that under your pillow at night.
So they really did redesign this whole fucking.
Don't go outside with that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, don't take this outside. I don't think you got a Desert Eagle. So who else? Anybody else in on this?
Nope.
I'm in. I got it. I've been pre-ordered that shit from like last year since they announced it.
Yeah, I didn't fucking pre-order. Fuck pre-order. What is this, fucking 2012?
Yeah.
I love that in this day and age you can get a fucking toy that transforms into a gun. I don't know. It's something funny about that.
We could get that in 84 as well.
Cody, what do you think about this? The big oversized stuff.
I don't know if you're going to hear me, but it's
Yeah, we can
fine.
hear you.
It's not for me.
Hey, man, try turning your video off. Maybe that'll increase your bandwidth.
That's possible.
I've turned it right down to the lowest.
It sounds fine to me. I
Yeah,
hear
you're
bro.
good. You're good, man.
So this
That's
is.
cool.
Sorry, go ahead,
Yep.
Cody.
Okay.
Now you're bad.
That's cool, but it's not for me. I don't need it. And it's perfect.
You have a hard enough time displaying what you have, right?
Continue.
What do we got here?
So this is from, I believe it's Mod Toys or Mod Fans. This is the upgrade cannon for MP36 that's got 11 Welker voice clips in it.
Man,
it's a
that may be
back
worth
plate.
it, even though I would never put the battery in it. But just to have it, it may be worth it. What is
didn't
a
know-
chest plate, though?
Well, if
for
I
the
read
back,
this,
right?
if I read this correctly, on their pre-orders only, it will come with this back cover plate.
Oh, so you
covered
don't
the
have all
back.
that fucked up shit?
Yeah.
Mm.
Remember I said back when the MP36 came out, someone needs to make a fucking backplate?
How much is this? Do you know?
I do not. I do not know. It couldn't be terribly expensive. I wouldn't imagine it's more than $30 or $40.
Wow.
So, always thinking of
I
something.
wouldn't pay 30 or 40. I'd pay $20.
Here it is.
So here's the. In this day and age, who would believe that we're still looking at magazine scans? And nobody has the courtesy to tear the magazine apart and scan them flat for us. So here's the MP39 magazine scan. So this is going to be our masterpiece Sunstreaker. Gives a little bit of insight into the design here. It's always cool to see this stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know what the greatest thing about this figure is I paid for it like a year ago.
Dude, I did. Yeah, me and you were in together on that one. I was waiting on the shipping notification. I would really like to see this by the end of the year. I don't know.
It said 2018, I think, on some I saw on
Oh,
Facebook.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we're going to see this until January.
Who all's in on this?
Definitely.
Yeah, I paid
Gotta
for
get it.
Oh, you know I am.
I think everybody.
It's already paid
Shut
for.
up, man. I know you're getting those Omnigonics on the sly. You're gonna army build them and just spray paint them all like gold.
I got a boy. I got a boy. That knows
So here's some. We've probably seen these stock images before, but here's him with good old Chip Chase.
Look at that photo trying to fake a waist swivel. It looks good. I hated the way it looked now, but dude, that fucking toon aesthetic has fucking finally grown on me. That now everything just looks fucking good that way.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried this is going to look out of place for me, but
I like
The car mode looks like shit.
Brian, listen, it'll look just fine in that plastic tote.
Dude, look at that car mode, and that's like for the promotional material. And look at how gappy it is. That thing's gonna
Yeah.
suck. Dick.
Yeah,
they got to come out of the totes eventually.
that shit is gappy as fuck.
You know what's
Brian's-
funny?
Brian's waiting for his wedding day. That's what he's gonna do his honeymoon.
I was looking at Chris. If you go back one, I haven't bought I think a masterpiece figure since Megatron, right? And then the one before that, I can't even remember what the one before that. It's like it looks weird now to see a bot with an Autobot emblem on it because all I've been getting is third party lately. It looks out of place to me for some reason.
Yeah, that's a huge emblem too.
God, man, that Alma. Thank God for the Omnigonics, huh?
Those of us that need a stack too in the shelf. The back, what's killing me up here is how crooked this is.
Yeah.
It's all cattywampus.
And
But
listen,
the doors open, which is cool.
and the
This
hood.
picture there. Yeah, and the hood too. But actually,
the-
that's the bonnet,
Yeah, the bonnet. I was gonna say.
the boot,
Yeah.
right, Cody? It's where you put your groceries. And here's transformation. Anybody that wants to look here, it splits apart, and then it unfolds, and then an accordion, and then it's a robot.
Exploders. More than meets the eye.
I mean, it's cool. It's soon. It's coming out soon. What do you think? Let's call it here now. What do you think the next G1 MP bot is coming out after this?
When?
Trail-
What? What do you think it is?
I'll say Trailbreaker.
Yeah, I
Official.
think it's a trailbreaker
so?
hoist.
I'm gonna say Jazz. I'm just gonna
something with
throw a fucking hook out there. What'd you say, Brink? What do you think it is?
I was gonna say something with obvious repaint potential, so I'm thinking Trailbreaker.
Oh, you think like the Diaclone, like the red, or I was gonna say the red.
Well, they can get
version of this
hoisted
shit.
out of the same mold.
Yeah.
That's what was surprising about this is there's really nothing. I mean, they can do the Diaclone colors, but there's no characters they can get out of this.
I mean,
they'll
paint it red.
definitely do the Diaclone colors.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely.
They will beat this shit like it's
So
over.
in the chat, just so we know, Joe Harker says Trailblazer. Chat Wingingham says Hound. Chat ain't made no.
Chad, you fucking
Hound.
keep reaching for the stars.
Ain't no making no fucking Hound. Extra Zero said Cliff Jumper. You're wrong too, pal. Sorry. Oh, Sunday Heat says Cliff Jumper. You're still wrong.
Well, from what we've been told, Jazz is done. I don't know what they're waiting on. Licensing.
Right.
Oh, they probably got to get that MAKA insignia off the side that someone jammed on there.
Right.
And remember, there's that blaster talk because we did see that Razor Claw.
That is true.
Steeljaw.
Yeah, what's up with that? When are they dropping those things?
Dude, they're gonna repaint Soundwave and put a blaster head on it.
Dude, could you imagine that shit if they
Basically.
did that? Those fucking motherfuckers.
I mean, I think there's a lot of elements they can reuse between the two, between Blaster and Soundwave, or vice versa. So
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. I like. This is probably how I'll keep mine right here in this mode. Like, oh wow.
And he just wanted me to do the voice.
Okay. Moving on here, Mr. Point of Contention himself, Dinobot has images too.
Dinobot.
I mean, it's once again cool to kind of see the thought process going into this. So here he is with some Generations characters they put him with that are horribly out of scale.
But the Cheetor and the Prime are both the enemies, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only one that's really kind of out of is Rhinox.
Yeah, Rhinox.
I think Rat Trap works.
Yeah.
I
guess. So the Rat Trap works to an extent where you really question the masterpiece level of the other two, in my opinion.
Yeah, that Rat Trap's a good fig, actually.
I'm not hating on these Beast Wars figures. It's just that it's taking up spaces in the releases for fucking G1 stuff.
Preach.
I'm fine with that because I don't give a shit about Takara making masterpiece. I mean, it's cool.
See,
but
you throw this into the party. You got this shit, and then you got the repaints. It's like a year and a half before you see another like original mold from them.
Yeah, but I mean, at least shout out to them for doing it first. Like, you got to think about their years ahead of third party now.
I want to be done.
So here's the combined. He's on a timeline, people. There's
be dead soon. Come on.
Yeah, Dustin only has limited time on this earth.
Yeah, we got to get all these Marvel movies out, and we got to get these fucking official figures because I'm gonna be done soon.
So it looks like this literally turns inside out.
Oh wow,
or something.
Did I say that I hate this figure?
First one, second row, first one. What the fuck is going on there? On the left.
Doctor said I need a bacchiotomy.
He's dropping it like it's hot.
Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, that looks.
Now this picture of the dinosaur mode looks better to me.
Yeah, the only thing that's really wacky is the back and
the hips,
the middle section right there.
I mean, the way the neck comes around like this. I mean, that's a cool looking.
What's that by his junk?
His junk.
Dude,
nutsack.
The tail has articulation. I didn't see that before.
That's how he gets the stasis lock going, Dust. He shoots it out of his pee hole.
So that tail splits apart and it bends.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Who's got flip around eyeballs?
Yeah, that's how he does the squint, which is cool.
Yeah, that's cool that they gave you that for.
Hey, look, it's a Fans Toys. Never mind. And here's his. Look like you get a lot of expressions out of his face.
Dude, that's actually fucking awesome,
Yeah,
man. Look at that one, the third one in the middle. That shit looks dope.
They really nailed that look.
That shit's cool as fuck.
Yeah, that's really cool the way they're doing the different faces for him.
The bottom right one looks cool too. Just the smile, the sly smile.
The bottom left one looks like he's a gummer.
Looks like Dustin from not Dustin Mites, Dustin from Stranger Things.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. There's some more pictures. We're taking way too long on this, but
Yeah, we looked at this already, but it's pretty clean, man. Look at that.
It's pretty clean.
Robot mode is definitely where it shines.
I love the question marks. We don't know how it gets
MS Toys is Magic Square Toys, which actually translated their post, and they're calling themselves Rubik Cube Magic Square Toys, and they got the little dude from which episode is this from?
The one with the aliens that are larger.
Yeah, that episode.
It was like an homage to Fantastic Planet.
Isn't it like something life or something? I can't remember.
MS7 to MS11 it's a surprise on who we're knocking off for these figures.
It's a Realm of Collectors T-shirt for the next 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so when you see this same question mark, you'll know it's a tiny figure. But this is their lineup of their legend scale stuff. They're going pretty hard, pretty quick.
Beachcomber looks good.
They all look good.
You like 11?
Yeah, wouldn't 11 be Motormaster, surely?
You think well, that wouldn't make sense that 11 would be Motormaster. Yeah. I thought you were saying
16.
maybe 11 comes with waffles. Get it? 11 waffles. Anybody?
Good one.
I got you.
Yeah, tough crowd.
There you go.
All right.
That was a strange joke.
Moving on, it's the World of Drift from
I got that one.
5 different companies that currently made or are making a drift.
Ooh, number 3 for the win.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
that was the best one.
For $300, it should be.
Oh, that's the Hot Flame one, the one that doesn't transform?
Right. And I think it's just Flame Toys. I don't think it's Hot Flame.
Well, which one's the worst?
No, I like Hot Flame better.
Well, that's the name of that SXS Rodimus.
Oh, Hot Flame.
And why is Generations in there twice? Oh, because one's the KBB.
The worst one may be that KBB one.
Oh, wait, did they upsize it or something?
Yeah.
The upsized version of the Hasbro.
Yeah, upsized it, die casted.
I mean, looking at the original art, this Flame Toys is a...
Or the MMC one. The MMC one looks pretty close, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, the original art in the top left there, that's when he was on Earth. So
Hey, Chuck in the chat says statues don't count.
Oh,
It's not a statue.
It's a
figure.
It's basically a Gundam.
It just doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't transform.
It's the same.
Chuck, it doesn't transform. And who invited you?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if they started making G1 versions of all these things, I may keep those as the bot mode.
I mean, that would.
I would do that, man. I think I would do that.
So didn't they make those already though?
I don't know. Did they?
No,
see, that's the thing. They got to be MP scaled.
Okay. So the company, just so you guys know, the company that makes that designed that, rather, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's the same company, does those RE Sentinel Iron Man suits that are out, that are about 120, 130, I think some more than that, maybe $180, die cast, light up.
I'm gonna let you guys know I hit that numb level. Sorry.
No, that's cool.
I can get punched in the face right now and not feel it.
I'm on the way.
Nice. Time for another drink, buddy.
I'm out, actually. I drank that one.
Make the call.
Hey, send her to the store. Send her to the
text.
So here is your Zeta ZB02.
Dude, those things look big, fucking perfect.
Freaking huge.
they do look good.
I don't feel like they're that big. I mean, I don't feel like they're the huge. I think they should be bigger than a car, but not as big as Prime. Like, I feel like they're a good size.
Well, that's what the MPP 10.
That is
no. There's only 4. I was gonna say there's only 4 vents on it, not 5.
Maybe it's that Voyager one, and you're all screwed. It's not as big as you think.
Dude, I love the little paint apps on the legs, and
I love how the fact 2 weeks ago we were all up on these.
Yeah.
No, this shit looks fucking dope, dude.
I love that it's got ZB02 on it. That cracks me up.
Yeah. And then the knee pads are painted, and they got like the smoked out like translucent piece on top. I think that's
Snake,
awesome.
big worm, big. I don't give a damn. Yep.
You're not feeling this, Dust?
Oh yeah, no, I was all totally in. You know, $40,
these
I'll buy them.
good,
60, I'll wait.
All right. Do you think? Oh, I guess Fans Toys is making a Superion also, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
It
dude.
ain't gonna
There
be
it
them
is.
$60. You know that.
No, I know.
And that sure as hell ain't gonna come out this year.
The only thing that sucks, I hate, is the little extra flap in the wings.
The fold.
Yeah.
All about that fold life.
And this isn't the aesthetic of the older masterpieces with more detail. So like you guys are cool with that since the new MPs are real tune based.
I'm still okay with it.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about all the line work here?
Yeah. And even in the robot mode too, you got a lot more detailing in the
Even
in the
because
shell.
the MPs that are more tune based, like that's still a new thing. Like really, I only have Inferno and Megatron, and then I guess when I'll get Grapple, and then it's a new thing. My collection still looks a majority like this.
Yeah. You can't beat the price either.
No, not at all.
So in hand images of the test shot for X Trans.
Damn, what's that guy soak his hand in water for 30
I
minutes?
see Chris.
That's actually that's Aquaman.
Shrinkage, Jerry, shrinkage. Motherfucker looks like a pound.
Look at that shit, dude. Well, hold on. What's in the back? He's got a Generation. He's got a Metroplex. He's got a fucking
Ultra
MP Magnus.
Looks like there's a hot rod up above that.
Yeah.
Rodimus.
Here's a jet of some kind.
Dude, shout out to his display case is actually dope.
Anywho, it's X Transbots, tracks,
Skids.
whatever. Skids, sorry. A
Still looks
character
good.
Not sure why they bothered to make.
Because he was in like 2 episodes, man. You got to give Skids some love.
That's right.
Now I got to get it. And I have to buy 2 of these because, nobody else is making a fucking Skids.
Look at this.
for a
Look at
while.
the head. Look at this on the side of the head. That's
He's gonna be the next. He's gonna be the next official Takaru.
Watch them making Skids.
What if Takara just, like, right now bought this from X-Trans, bought this design from them and paid them, and this came out as a masterpiece?
I mean, I'm still buying 2.
I guess so. What's
God,
where's your
dude.
shopping here? What
How
toy?
could you get a Skids before a Jazz though? That'd be shameful.
It would be
That
very
guy's
shameful.
skin is about to fall off.
I'm gonna
Can't
move
look at
over
that guy's
before,
finger anymore.
before Jisk has some sort of
It
syrup.
looks like a fucking turkey leg.
So we're
It
getting.
does.
That's really all the images. I just got some R.O.C stuff here. So R.O.C weight loss challenge. We're currently collecting money. If you're not in the group, if you're in the R.O.C group, go ahead and you can join the weight loss challenge group. The link's at the top of the page as admin recommended groups. It's $20 buy-in. Winner gets the whole pot. I know we did it first of the year and we had a $400 pot. So let's hopefully get. I'd like to see a lot more than that this time. So that's going on, and Gary will have more information on that on the Tuesday night show.
Yes, he will.
Tomorrow night. You're listening to him. We still do have merch available. Shot glasses. We do have those available. They're $2 for $13 shipped in the United States. Our friends and family tee. We do have a few of those left. They're $30 shipped in the U.S. Sizes are loaded in the site, so get your sizes on there. And we do have a new piece of merch. Hoodies are all done. Thank you, everybody who ordered hoodies. That order has been submitted, and hopefully have those in the next couple weeks. And as a bonus, if you bought a hoodie, you can get a hat for for $12 added into your order. You can pick that option on the website.
Can I ask one question about this real fast before you go on?
Is it about the background?
Yeah, what strip club were these for?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
Let me get through this, and then Brian Brink's going to explain. Or if you want a hat and you didn't order a hoodie, we've got them for you for $20 shipped domestically. So, Brian, why don't you go ahead and tell them all about this
Not a hoodie.
magnificent.
All
Not
I know
a
is
hoodie.
I stroked
What?
this blanket for at least 15 minutes. This what did they call it? Mermaid scales or something?
This was
right.
what you had in that picture.
Yes, I posted
I
a
was
video.
wondering what the fuck that was.
So they start first. I saw these originally as pillows. So basically, it's like sequins, and if you rub it, it changes colors. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but my wife found a blanket, and I said that looks like a pro wrestling robe because it's a red sequin thing. And if you brush it with your hand, it's like gold on the other side.
I was like, writing
and I'm
my
like,
name
you know
in
what?
it. And
Yeah, this is awful enough to use for a background of a picture. So once again, I can't talk. $12 as basically an add-on to your hoodie order if you ordered a hoodie. $20 shipped domestically. So we got hats. It's a 5-panel Velcro back hat, and then there's the beanies. It's actually the same style beanies we had with our other logo, just with the new logo. Limited quantities available on those, and that is it for the screen. Sharon.
Sweet.
My name's Sharon. Screen if you're nasty.
Oh,
So, go ahead, Jessica. I'm sorry.
Oh, so you want to do the spotlight?
Yeah. So Jay Ruse isn't here tonight, and since it's his birthday,
Yeah.
Jisk is picking the pictures for the ROC spotlight.
All right.
Wanted
You
a
guys
big
ready?
booty hoe, but
Can you see this?
Yes. Oh, I see me.
Oh, perfect. All right. Here's the first one. Let's see how it works. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Maybe not.
Shut
There it
Apple.
is. All right. So the first one, shout out to T2RX6 and his Ghostbusters display. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. This is the segment of the show where we feature photos using the hashtag realm of collectors on Instagram. So if you took a photo and hashtagged it realm of collectors, you're going to get featured. And the one that I chose, because fuck Jay Ruse and how he does it, is T2RX6's Ghostbuster display, primarily because it has the fucking trap, which is the dopest thing in there.
So just real quick, he used the Toddzilla lighting technique. He hit me up about. I guess Bobby had mentioned it to him, and I sent him the link to the video, and I guess him and Todd had connected somewhat about it. But the lights look fucking great. It's got me rethinking my whole light strategy, to be honest, because it's so fucking bright.
Yeah, no, that's fucking awesome. I don't know what. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I like that he has parameciums on his curtains, whatever the hell that is.
I think they're called.
They look like amoeba.
They're called
Look like a
paisleys.
big ass pair of boxer shorts.
They're called
There's a lot of things going on in this photo. I like that he's got a fucking 3-prong phone jack, but only one phone plugged in. I think you could do away without that extension if you're only using one line.
Is
That's
that
just
not
my
the
opinion.
is that not the plug for the lights right there? Is that
No,
not that
that's
weird
plug for
plug
the
they
lights.
use for the lights?
Is that for the no? Because that's a phone jack. Because look at the jack plate is the phone jack. It's otherwise it would have an outlet, right?
I guess you're right.
Yeah, it would be a double one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't
He's
know.
he's growing some grass.
T2RX6.
Growing some grass there by the printer. What's that?
Yeah, look at that. Either way, it's dope. That's my photo.
Some Scotch
All right.
tape?
Who's next? Let's see.
I can only dream.
Next is this guy, deactivated_droid. Shout out to all you drifters out there with the AE86 Toyota Corolla. And what's the name of that fucking series? Fuck, why can't I think of it? No, what the fuck is it called? Initial D. What do you guys know about fucking this shit? Does nobody know?
No.
Oh, dude, you guys are missing out. Anyway,
You want to tell us about it?
so Initial D was like this Japanese, black and white, like Japanese comic. Manga. I don't even know if it's considered a manga. I don't know what it, but then they made these movies. But this is essentially where drifting came from these comics and like these dudes. So this is about this dude. These people drift through these hills in Japan, and this dude in the comic, like he just delivered tofu in this fucking '86 Toyota Corolla, which is what this is, and was like this fucking drifting legend. So yeah, shout out to people that know what's up with the '86 Toyota Corolla.
So you said it was a manga and they made it a TV show?
No, I think there's a cartoon out of it, but I don't know. But it's called
I've heard
Initial
of
D.
it. I've heard
Yeah.
of that. I've heard of it. I just haven't seen it.
And so, but again, this is a Toyota Corolla, 1986, an AE86 Corolla. It's rear-wheel drive.
I thought that Initial D was about a girl losing her virginity.
No, but it should be. So, yeah, like this is one of these cars that, like, you know, if I had all the money in the world, I would buy I wouldn't buy like fancy cars. I'd buy shit from, I don't know. This is one of the cars that I would buy, believe it or not. All right, who's next? Next up is, oh yeah. See, there's a lot of people. Kilo, and shout out to his Christmas story / Thanksgiving story of Ralphie fucking hunting a turkey.
That's awesome.
I just like that. What are these kids doing in that alley? That's what I want to know.
Shout out to Soft Goods.
Lost in New York.
Kid looks like George Burns.
Dude, look at this dude losing his fucking mind.
That's Macaulay Culkin.
We're gonna kill a turkey.
There's a lot of funny shit going on in this photo.
Come on.
But that's Kilo, 1027. All right, who's next? Next is Justin Eastman Media. And I think this is that fucking samurai Boba Fett, right?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, and it's
That shit looks dope.
him standing on like some mountaintop with the fucking Death Star in the back. And yeah, it's just cool as fuck. Looks like he's in the moonlight. It's a cool photo.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that. It wasn't all jokes today. I picked some real shit. And then last but not least, this Druid Sin. I don't know what figure this is. Looks like, I don't know what it is. Looks like Skeletor, but I don't know if that's correct.
Yeah,
is
from the He-Man reboot. Yep.
So she's got a color version of this too, but you could kind of tell that like it looked like it was taken like in front of like a computer screen, but the black and white version just made it fucking all kind of meld together,
dope.
and I just thought it was dope. It was a good
Came out
photo.
really nice.
Yeah, she does good work.
She does. And, all right. That's that. Those are my 5 photos. So if you want to be featured next week, when you take a photo, just use the hashtag Realm of Collectors.
Realm.
Oh, look at that. And then Jay Ruse may pick your photo. But I'll tell you this. Jay Ruse picks quality photos. Not that these aren't quality photos, but I just picked things that I liked.
Yeah.
Shout out to my pick of the week is fucking T2RX6 display because that shit is dope. All right.
Dan, I hope you're paying attention to that so you can post them.
Oh, I have them all right here. That's fine. They're on my
at
phone.
you. Just look at you.
I'll send them. And then that's it.
Look at that. I think he does a lot more when he drinks. A little more productive on the show when you're drinking.
Listen, hold on. I'm a working man now. Life's
Yeah,
I haven't acclimated to that double duty schedule.
So I'll let you guys choose. We're gonna have a kind of spoilery Justice League discussion, and I think we should probably save that till last.
Oh, we're gonna go full spoiler tonight.
Fuck it.
I think we've all seen it except Jiskin. He's already been spoiled because he likes to be.
I don't like the
So let's keep that. Let's keep that till last.
We're good.
And just real quick, guys, we do have another special occasion other than just birthday. Shout out to Dust's hair. Let me give a round of applause for him showing off the mane tonight. I mean,
I am jealous.
Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, it's a different type of night tonight. I have to work tomorrow. I got to be at work at 4 a.m. So,
Oh boy.
But
Dude,
listen,
are you gonna sleep in a hairnet tonight so you don't have to?
I just got out of the shower, man. Give me,
He's got a do-rag. Gotta
but
wait.
not only is it so full, like there's not even a fucking gray strand in there.
Oh no! When you get closer, the grays. There's a lot. I'm getting the Paulie walnuts going. You got to
There you
get
go.
closer to it, man.
Don't get your shoestrings wet.
So yeah, I got to be in at 4 a.m. And it was funny. Brian hit me up on Kick, and he says, "How come I don't hear no clanging back there? No bottles clanging or nothing." So yeah, no.
Dust may be 50, but his hair is only 15 years old.
All right. So this weekend obviously is or this week rather is Thanksgiving. So it's a time of food, family, and football for most people. So let's. I asked the jackals in our Facebook group for some questions. So we're just going to go down the line here. Some of this, I mean, honestly, it's stuff we probably have answered the past 2 Thanksgivings, but we'll do it again real quick. So Paul C, always honored to get a Paul C question, and he asked a couple in here. First one is your favorite side dish at Thanksgiving, and no, it can't be Maria from the deli does.
My favorite side chick.
Side dish, Brian. What's
sorry.
your favorite side dish?
Oh, mashed potatoes. My mom's mashed potatoes.
Your mom's mashed potatoes.
They're awesome.
Dan, what kind of weird shit are y'all eating in the Pacific Northwest?
Same thing. I like the ham at Christmas.
You like what?
Ham at Thanksgiving.
Ham at Thanksgiving. I'm a fan of ham as well, but that's not. Is that a side dish? The meat's normally the main dish.
Oh, side dish. I wasn't listening.
Of course you
I
are.
like the mashed potatoes.
See ya.
It's almost like you got one foot out the door.
Yeah, almost.
Jose, what do you think? Or what's your favorite?
Oh man, my grandmother used to go all in with the cooking, so I would say the benin, which is roasted pork shoulder, but for like a
I knew
a
he was
real
gonna get some
side
fancy
dish.
Spanish shit going on.
But like a real side dish, we also get down on some like mac and cheese, like something like that. I would consider. Like a side
I like the
Jisk, what about you?
Oh, dude, without a doubt, fucking Brink's mom's mashed potatoes, man. Without a fucking doubt. Yeah, no, I would say mashed potatoes as well is the fucking preferred side.
Cody, I know you guys obviously don't celebrate American Thanksgiving, but do you have a big when you have a big meal with your family? What's your favorite? I mean, and you don't eat anything, so what is it, like French fries or is it French fries?
Dust. Just dust.
Just dust. You like to eat dust?
Whoa, easy.
That's weird.
They're good.
Say it again.
AJ. guys.
I'm gonna say he said yogurt. That's what it sounded like. Yogurt, mashed potatoes. All right, Dust. Please say something other than mashed potatoes.
I know, man, but mashed potatoes are so damn good.
See, I grew up in the
Oh.
South. Mashed potatoes is just like something you have.
Not you had
No,
to.
it's the staple, bro. It's the staple.
Most of, for the past say 10, 15 years or so, I've been going to my sister's house, my
Yeah.
older sister, and my younger sister loves fucking mashed potatoes, and we
That's
baby
weird.
my younger sister. She's in her 30s now. So she would eat a whole trough of fucking mashed potatoes. So my sister makes a fucking bowl the size of a fucking it's huge. She makes like 20 pounds of fucking potatoes because my sister comes. It's incredible, but you know what? It's definitely not that fucking green bean casserole shit
I hate that too.
with the onion.
No, why does everybody make that?
fucking terrible, man? That's the worst.
Or the Jello with like the fucking fruit in it.
Oh,
Or
God.
the cat food.
You know, I don't mind a good yam if it's done right. A nice candied yam
Nice
done
candy.
properly. My grandmother, my nana used to make some banging nice yams.
But let me ask you: if you have turkey, mashed potatoes, and candied yams, and you can only put 2 things on your plate, what are you going for?
The mashed potatoes.
Yeah, of course. That's the second thing you need.
Yeah. Well, and also, you know what? Honestly, from my brother-in-law, I would say gravy because his gravy's like a fucking meal. It's so good, you cut it with a knife.
Well, I will say that the sides are my favorite part of Thanksgiving. I honestly I don't care for turkey that much in that prepared, Thanksgiving turkey wise. I would rather have ham for a meat, but cornbread dressing is a staple in the South. My wife makes some delicious cornbread dressing. My mom and my aunt have made the same thing for years and years. And that's my favorite thing. I told Mom, she was like, "What do you want for Thanksgiving?" I said, "I want cornbread dressing, and past that, I really don't care." So,
Mom,
sweet potato casserole is something that that gets made in my house, and it's the sweet potatoes, and then it's corn flakes. It's like she makes it striped. I'll take a picture of it. It's a stripe of cornflakes, a stripe of marshmallows, a stripe of cornflakes, and it's like candied cornflakes. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Would you call those frosted flakes?
And fuck y'all. I like
think
green bean casserole.
Oh no, I think we discussed this last year too because it sounds so familiar. I remember the frosted flake thing.
Mm-hmm. And deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs.
Let me ask you: when you're saying
my sister
cornbread,
deviled eggs for at appetizer every year.
when you're saying cornbread dressing, you're talking about stuffing, right?
Well, we call it dressing because you don't put it in the turkey. You bake it in a pan
and you put it around the side, right? But I mean, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's cornbread. I don't know what's in it. I could get KJ down here and she could give you the recipe, but yeah, it's heaven. It's amazing stuff. And then you make gravy. The gravy's put on top of it.
My mom's been adding sausage to her dressing the past few years. It's really
It
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It works.
I do want to say this before we move on, just in the spirit of Thanksgiving. Like, I am totally grateful for you dudes and being a part of the Realm of Collectors and the Cool Table Network. I just want to say it means a lot. To me.
Ooh, them drinks are kicking in.
Wow.
They are. I've got the fucking sentimental level.
We could skip down to Jason Lowry's question.
Listen, I'm not going to cry or anything.
Let's skip down to Jason Lowry's question. What is The Rock thankful for? So,
oh, look at that, done.
There you go. And I think you pretty much spoke for all of us. I mean, this is a great community we're a part of. You guys are my brothers, and I moved halfway across the continent, so to speak, and a lot of that had to do with the location of a lot of you guys and just having you guys as a support network. So, shout out to the Cool Table Network, and then just the whole community in general, man. I've got so many. I have more friends now than I've ever had in my entire life. I don't see them every day, but I talk to them in some form almost every day. For that, I'm grateful. Thankful, rather.
And, Chris, I want to thank you again for your invite this week. That was very nice of you guys.
I mean,
and I really appreciate it.
I'm on the way. Just let me know.
Nah, man, I'm not letting you drive all that way. I'll be fine. My sister's going on a cruise this Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving is canceled.
Oh, man.
So Dust Mites will be broadcasting live all day Thanksgiving. Right here at 9:30 a.m. when the Macy's parade goes right down.
You should live stream yourself watching the parade.
That's it. I'm going to live stream all day long. When I start drinking beers
commentary, sign me up, and
cuss at the parade. So I'll jump down here a little bit, but this is a good question here. So Jason L asked, Do you set up Christmas before or after Thanksgiving? Brian.
After.
Dan.
Christmas season doesn't start till Black Friday.
Jose.
Straight. After Black Friday.
Jisk.
So typically after Black Friday, but this year we actually set it up before.
Gross.
Well, we just did it the other day. It's a long story. My wife always has to work.
I mean, you guys have a unique situation with
with my wife having to work. So she wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm down.
But you guys did that last year too, didn't you?
Did we?
I'm pretty sure you did because me and you had a conversation about it.
We probably did.
So Cody, I know over there you guys don't have like a landmark holiday like we do with Thanksgiving. It kind of starts our Christmas season, but when do you guys normally put up Christmas decorations?
In December.
In
Like
December.
the 1st.
So December 1st.
So Dust, what about you?
So
normally it's after Thanksgiving. This year I kind of wanted to do it earlier, but I just didn't get motivated. But I did yesterday put the wreath on the door downstairs.
So I am a Scrooge to the utmost. If it was up to me, we wouldn't do anything. If it was up to me, I would hide the entire month.
Really? You don't aren't you doing your upside down tree this year?
I mean, it'll get put. Listen, I told her, I said, I will help you put everything where you want it. I don't decorate. I don't touch a piece of tinsel. I don't put up a tree. I don't take down a tree.
The upside down tree. Chris has the satanic Christmas.
You know, it's funny that tree won't. That tree is it's an 8.5 foot tree, and we've got 8 foot ceilings, so we're gonna have a problem putting it up. We're gonna have to figure something out. We'll figure something out.
You have to bring it down a peg, literally.
Dude,
Literally.
Chris, on my way to your house, 2 of the stations on my speed dial on my radio, my car, Christmas music already.
Yeah, it started too.
That's disgusting.
My job, they'll start trickling it in tomorrow.
But I mean, if you think about it, like I've been thinking about this, it doesn't bother me now that it starts early. Like to me, that's just a kickoff to start buying shit for Christmas. Shit's so expensive now. It's like you kind of have to start a few weeks earlier.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's like they had Black Friday starting last weekend. Now it's like what the fuck?
Yeah,
they do run the specials early.
It's out of fucking control.
That's just competition. You got to beat the fucking next.
Oh, fuck those assholes, man!
There.
People should be home with their fucking families.
I will say, shout out to Target used to be open every year, like throughout the night, and this year they're not, which is fucking cool. So my wife gets to chill in the day, and then she'll be back later that evening. So that's fucking cool, man.
Well,
Yes,
that
get drinks
segues perfectly.
I know.
Drinks here.
That segues perfectly to.
Hold on, I'll take that one with you. And this one, please.
That segues perfectly to our next question here. Who goes Black Friday shopping? Do you go Thursday, Doorbus Friday, or just shop online? Brian.
Sorry, drinks here.
Yeah, no. I'll shop online if I'm doing anything.
Dan.
I used to, but I just do it online. It's same price. Might as well just buy it online.
Jose.
Online.
Jisk.
I don't fucking support it because my wife's never here.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cody, how do you do your Christmas shopping?
Bit of both online and in stores. We
So
don't
you
really
guys-
have. We have Black Friday.
Okay, so you do have Black Friday.
Yeah.
Dust, what about you?
I'm the same way with just, man, being in retail. Usually I'm working that day. And everybody thinks, well, what does grocery stores have for Black Friday? We have Black Friday deals in the grocery store. Not only electronics and shit like that, but like certain foods and like, I think frozen foods. We have Halo Top ice cream, the pints, that Halo Top.
Dude, that shit's
protein
good. I
ice cream.
had some of that shit today.
I've been wanting to try that.
Yo, we got 5 for $10. That's
a good deal.
$2 a pint. That shit's
Jeez,
$6
it's like
a
$3,
pint.
$4 normally.
Damn.
I have in the past gone, and routinely I don't. I saw that GameStop's doing a deal this year. First, so many people in line. You buy this bag for $2, and everything you put in it's 25% off.
That's cool.
Not a Christmas gift, but there's something I want there. That's gonna save me about $25 on. So they open at 4 on Thanksgiving. I wish,
man, let people
4 p.m.
be with their family.
Why?
I don't know.
I will say I do support some Cyber Monday though.
Yeah,
That's where it's at.
We'll go hard on Cyber Monday. I have in the past done the Black Friday thing, back before the internet selling. And normally it's to get myself something like, for example, I remember one year Sam's Club had, it wasn't like the brand newest phone that was out, but it was like pretty close to the brand newest phone for like, I think it was $1 or something stupid like that with a new contract. So I stood in line at the cold to get that. That was the last thing I stood in line for. Let me look at the other questions.
Honestly, you know, these crazy deals and shit like that, there's really nothing that's so dope that you need to be online like that. And if there is, there's such a limited amount that you're just wasting your fucking time.
It's only good if you want a TV. Like if you're buying a TV, then it's fucking worth it to go out. But otherwise, dude, yeah,
you'll catch a deal, man. You catch a deal.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, TVs and maybe some heavy electronics like that. You know, that's the time to get those.
Yeah.
I buy movies. Movies are usually stupid cheap.
Yeah, you can get movies a lot.
I think people just like the event, you know.
It just,
yeah, I mean,
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
They just like acting like savages and trampling.
Yeah,
why don't you just hang out with your family the next day? You know, what sucked for me was like back when I used to work for Walmart years and years ago. I used to have to leave Thanksgiving like at 8 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock at night so I could go home and sleep to go into work at 2 fucking a.m.
Yeah,
set up for Black Friday. Fuck all that bullshit.
Yeah. I used to do Circuit City, same thing.
Yeah,
I used to. What's funny, when I was in the automotive industry, they always try to do Black Friday deals in automotive. It's like nobody's, you know, it never works. Like nobody's
alternators.
Well, no, that's what it was. It'd be percentages off, or it'd be like, you know, I remember one year we had Mobile One, which is normally like I think at the time it was $7 a quart. We had it for like $3.50 a quart, half price.
So
like
you didn't really have door busters, right?
Do what now?
You didn't really have door busters, but you did want people to get in there and spend some money.
Yeah, and the thought was, you know, the husbands will come there or their wives are at the. I'm like, no, they're not going to do that. So here's a good one. This is from Joel J. He says, when you were a kid, and I'm assuming he's talking around Thanksgiving because he doesn't specify, did your cousins or friends break any of your toys? Anybody got any thoughts on or memories of siblings or cousins? Anybody breaking your stuff? I have a couple actually.
Nah.
Well, I'll go first. What you guys think? So, you remember Transformers? You could mail away and get the what were the 3 cars? There was the white one,
overdrive,
the Power Dashers.
Power Dash. So
camshaft.
Right. So I had the white one.
I was down.
And I was so proud of it. This isn't Thanksgiving, but I took it to school, and I was in the lunch line and I left it at the table, and some kid just snapped it in half. I was so mad.
Was he doing a review?
He was not. What's funny is I know the guy as an adult, and he.
So little Johnny Hopkins broke that shit.
he takes pictures of sexy ladies for a living. I'll leave it at that. And then I had a G.I. Joe. Is the Sky Striker the jet that had the sweet sweatback wings? You can move them back and forth. The F-14.
Yep.
The jet. So I remember I had a cousin. He was how old? He was probably 7-8 years younger than me. He grabbed that thing by the wings and just went bam, bam, bam onto the floor. And it never worked right. I was very mad about that. That's my lousy story about kids and relatives breaking my toys.
And you had
my brother stepped on something one time and broke it. Said he didn't do it on purpose, but I think he did. It's a long time ago. Anybody else on that one?
Nope.
Lucky bastards.
I didn't have that problem.
I was never home for Thanksgiving. I was always at that fucking house.
Back to Thanksgiving. This is from Paul C. This is for the guys on the panel here. Is there a dish that you will bust out yourself occasionally or every year as a tradition that you yourself cook?
Nope.
I actually have one.
I would bring lasagna rolls to my sisters every year.
So what's a lasagna roll, Dust?
It's basically all the ingredients of the lasagna, but you lay the noodle flat. You lay out all the ingredients in it and just roll it.
Oh, nice.
Put some cheese on top and some sauce, and then you put it in the oven. So you basically making like personalized lasagna.
Dude,
so it doesn't get messy. It doesn't fall apart. You know.
Yeah.
So they're really cool. It's really easy to make. There's plenty of recipes online.
So mine's super easy too. It's a corn casserole. So it's a can of creamed corn, a can of whole corn, and the Jiffy cornbread mix, and you mix it all together. I think you throw an egg in there probably, and it makes this kind of cakey corn casserole.
Cornbread. So it makes some cornbread, basically.
It's basically yeah. Then you take that and you make your dressing. I'm kidding. But that's the one thing I can make because it's easy and it's hard to fuck up because I'm a lousy cook.
I'm having Thanksgiving at my house this year, and there's 30 people, and I'm responsible for the whole thing.
Wow.
But I am thinking about making some lobster mac and cheese. I don't know if you guys have ever had some mac and cheese with lobster in it, but it's fucking delish. I think I'm going to try and do that this year, in addition to all the usual shit.
You better take some pics. I want to see your Instagram lighten up with you.
Oh, dude.
Cooking with Jisk.
Cooking with Jisk. Anybody else have a...
me and my sister, we're the ones making the deviled eggs on Thanksgiving Day.
Right, so are you peeling or scooping?
Both.
Okay.
Dude,
so Cody, I have to ask, what does your culinary skill set look like?
What, my cooking skills?
Yes,
sir.
They're pretty non-existent.
Pretty non-existent.
I can make a roast dinner.
All right. So can you cook anything?
I can make a roast dinner. That's good, like Christmas dinner.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You probably got me beat. A roast dinner. So what is that? Just like a pork roast or a beef roast? What is it?
A beef roast, yeah. Bit just like Christmas dinner, really.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. So Spiro asks, what's your favorite post-holiday Thanksgiving? I'm sorry, post-Thanksgiving turkey dish, sandwiches, casseroles, etc. Has anybody got anything that them or their family makes just amazing out of leftovers?
We usually make turkey enchiladas.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I like making sandwiches out of the turkey.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sandwiches, a roll, some mashed potatoes, some cranberry, and some turkey.
Yeah,
That's where it's at.
That's where it's at.
Yeah,
Nice
that is
and
where it's
whole,
at.
too.
Cranberry,
Yeah.
little cranberry on that
even
turkey.
cold gravy on
Yep.
it. Oh.
Yeah, some gravy on
See,
there too.
that's one thing I can't fuck with is the gravy. Because
You don't like the gravy?
No, it congeals after.
You heat it up,
Oh,
though.
it's great. It's like having fucking cranberry sauce.
Savory cranberries.
I've never dug it that hard. Anybody else on that one?
Yeah, same for me. Sandwiches, or you just basically, eat it with the rice or whatever the next day or the next week.
This is Anna is asking this question. Have you ever done a non-traditional Thanksgiving? And if so, what was it? And Dust, you mentioned you made some lasagna rolls, which isn't necessarily, normal fare there. Anybody else ever done like a Chinese takeout Thanksgiving or anything?
No, but that sounds amazing.
I will be this year.
Deck the halls with
Dude, even if I was by
piles of
myself,
party.
I would fucking make a turkey.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think maybe I'm gonna do ribs or some shit for myself this week.
There you go.
You'll find out because I'll be streaming live all day on Dust Mite's YouTube channel. Dust Mite's Thanksgiving, 9:30 p.m. We're starting and we're going all day long. Whether I'm in the room or not, I'll be streaming all day long.
The cats will be sitting in your chair and licking each other inappropriately.
I think my first time, me and my dad did Thanksgiving alone. I think we did Cornish game hens instead of turkey.
Nice.
Instant
Still-
mashed potatoes.
That's still in the same realm of Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's still a bird
Well,
and some potatoes.
And Chris, lasagna. I mean, I don't know, especially up here, up north, like more urban areas. Like there would be courses. Like the lasagna, we would do like kind of like an appetizer, like before the meal. You know,
geez.
so yeah, like sometimes the meal. There's meals before the meal.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So
Dude,
like
that's
how
the question.
Christmas is. You go to a nice Italian family for Christmas. You have 7 courses of fish before you even get to the part.
What do you do as an appetizer before Thanksgiving dinner? Do you do an appetizer before Thanksgiving dinner?
No.
Yeah, see, we do
Never
too.
have.
That's funny. That must
Yeah,
be
yeah,
nice.
funny.
You get some stuffed mushrooms.
Yep.
You get some. I'm trying to think what else is there. Usually, you have some kind of fucking vegetable dish or something like
on
that.
top of the chips, the dip, the peanuts, the crackers with fucking
Right,
cheese, everything that's out on the fucking table to spread out.
And forget about the dessert table. Get the fuck out of here. That's a whole nother fucking thing.
Oh yeah, that's all. Okay, let's run through that real quick. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dessert?
Cheesecake. I'd fuck up some cheesecake.
Yeah.
I have to do a little sliver of pumpkin and apple pie on the same plate.
I'd probably say apple pie as well.
So we do it all, but what I like is my mom makes these fucking two things. She makes these cream puffs that she makes that are fucking delicious, and like these 7-layer bars, which are like these coconut and chocolate and all these other fucking things. She makes them every year. They're fucking delicious. Dude, fuck a pecan pie.
Yeah, fuck
That's
that.
all I'm saying.
Actually, goddamn it, just me and you can never have Thanksgiving together.
I mean, I'll get it. It'll be here because it's the staple. But I
nobody buys pecan pie anymore.
Hey, I love. And first of all, it's pecan. A pecan is where you go to the bathroom.
It's fucking Southerners, man. I swear.
I scoop ice cream on it, and then I love a chest pie too. My wife makes some chest pie.
I want a chest pie also.
Not chest.
What's in a chest pie?
So basically, a chest pie is almost like a pecan, a pecan pie without the pecans in the syrup. Let me actually look up.
So it's just fucking corn syrup. And
no,
it's
not
caramel or coconut.
No, it's not. You've never had a chest pie?
Wait,
fuck no.
It's a
I've never
pie
even heard of it.
Pie?
It's a pecan pie, but it's a pecan pie without the pecans. So
here's the dust. Let me read you the recipe. You can probably put it together here. So it's
I will be putting it together live Thursday on Dust Mike's YouTube channel.
So it's 4 eggs, room temperature, 2.5 ounces of whole milk, a tablespoon vanilla, 14 ounces of granulated sugar, 4 ounces of butter, a half teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of finely ground cornmeal. It's excellent. And then she makes a chocolate chest too, and she makes a lemon chest. I need to get on there because I don't know what the pie game's going to look like.
I hope to sample that someday.
Well, maybe you will soon. I'm not sure.
Paul C said, "How about some Patti LaBelle pumpkin pie?"
Dude, you know I tried that. It's not good to me. Like, come on.
Oh, Patti LaBelle. Shout out to Marie Callender's.
Yeah, Marie Callender's is a big one. Sarah Lee's a big one. Mrs. Smith's.
Oh, Sarah Lee cheesecake with the cherries.
Frozen food section in your local grocery store.
Yo, do you guys like the Pepperidge Farm cakes that are in the freezer?
No. I never had one. I don't think.
Dude, I can eat a whole. I can eat a whole one by myself. I love those things. Like the German chocolate one. Oh, I love it. I love German chocolate cake. Anyway, it really sounds like there's a murder happening in my house. I really think that's about. I mean, we've kind of answered around some of these questions already.
Yeah.
Snarlex, we love America. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Hey guys, I just want to say a happy Thanksgiving to you all, man. You and your families and everybody out there that's watching and listening right now. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. And don't forget to enjoy the live stream on Dust Mike's YouTube channel starting 9:30 a.m. Now I have to do it. Even if I don't do anything, I just have to click the button and walk away.
I wish there was a vote. I wish we could put a vote in the chat. See how many people want me to come kidnap you on.
Deluxe said he's gonna pour gravy all over his naked body live on Facebook on Thursday
while he's taking a shit and taking a selfie.
Dude, you know what? I have so much unpacking still to do. I think the 2 days, because I'm off Friday also, is going to be a good time for me to unwind after the holidays and get some shit done around here.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
I do really do appreciate the sentiment. And there's no way I'm going to make you drive 3.5 hours one way.
You're not going to make me not offer.
No way. You spend the time. I appreciate it, but please spend the time with your family.
I'm going to be burning through the Punisher again, so I think I'm going to watch it again.
Shit, I don't want to watch that.
Dude, watch it.
So I just don't feel like fuck, man. That's like 3 days I can't get back.
So Brian, I'm just going to ask you a quick question. What do you think about, I believe it's episode 10, the one that in the hotel, the way they laid out that story? Did you care for that or not?
To be honest, I think maybe it could have been like a 11 or 12 show season, but every show has its like one episode kind of gimmicky show.
Well, no, it's that it just the way I don't think I'm ruining anything for anybody here. It's told out of sequence basically, and it's almost annoying the way they did it. Kind of a lot of shows have done that over there, but it's just like out of the blue. This one episode they do this, and I guess it kind of fits their narrative, but
yep.
It almost. I mean, I looked away for a minute and I was like, what the fuck is happening? I had to rewind and watch it again.
But in addition to that, though, they did have some reveals in that episode, or people found out things about each other. The characters, and stuff like that. And I'm like,
dude,
that's pretty
cool.
Good.
So we'll move off of that, but we are going to get into some spoilerific Justice League news here, friends and family of the chat. So I'll do a good 10 count before we do any spoilers. 10. I'm not really going to count to 10. I'm just going to wait a minute. So everybody on the panel here, short of Jisk, has seen Justice League. Cody, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. So what do you guys? Let's just give it an initial out of 10. Brian, what do you give it?
8, I think. 8.
Really? All right. Well, hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead and everybody say their score, and then I got some questions about it.
Well, hang on. Let's tally.
Really?
An 8?
Tally like we normally do. Brian, you said 8. Dan.
Dan's on mute.
Dan left already.
6.
All right. That seems fair.
Jose?
That seems accurate.
8.
Damn.
Cody.
6.5, I think.
Dust.
First half 6.5, second half 6.
You got to give one score.
6.
And I give it an 8 as well. I'm too
So
lazy.
3 8s and 3 6s and a half.
I'm too lazy to do this in my head.
So 24 plus 18.5.
So just I know why don't you ask us questions, because I know you haven't seen it, although you pretty much know everything that happened.
All right. Well, so I'm gonna be all over the place, so I apologize. But so based on
7, so it's a 7 basically is what we boil it down to.
Based on what I've seen from the trailers, the CG looks, and I'm not talking about Superman and his fucked up face, because I've heard about that, but the CG in general just looks like a shit show. Is that distracting? Is the CG distracting?
It wasn't for me.
It was not for me. The element that you get in all these big blow up movies, let's see, the Avengers did New York City, and obviously the Sokovia Accords covered it in blowing up all these different places. But BVS, they went to the abandoned island. This movie, they go to part of Russia that was recovering from a nuclear.
But it's like the red sky and shit. At least in Avengers, it was still normal. With all the aliens aside, it still looked like a normal day.
I agree with you. Just that's
right.
It seemed like they made a color backdrop.
Right. And it just looked weird. All right, so that's my question. So the CGI, was it in regards to that scene, the background and the red? Did it take you out of it?
Not at all.
I don't think it was distracting.
I didn't even notice.
I think it was a little overdone.
My next question is: Aquaman good, or is he the fucking dopey comic relief?
He was one of the better parts of it.
I really enjoyed it.
He was up there with probably up there with Wonder Woman, because Batman kind of sucked in this one.
So Flash to me was your comic relief. So Flash was a neurotic millennial, basically.
Waste of fucking space.
Yeah. So is he a young dude? Flash is in his 20s?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's all over the place, and what's brunch? I don't understand brunch. You go stand in line for an hour to eat breakfast. I don't get it. Dan, the reason you think it's stupid is because you can relate to it.
No. It's stupid because it's fucking stupid.
And have you ever been to brunch?
Fucking
No, I have never
stupid
been
because
to
it's fucking stupid.
Are we talking spoilers?
Yeah, it's
right.
definitely not my favorite characterization of Barry Allen. It's not what he is in the comic books. But
the TV show one is way better. His characterization
is he super smart? Did they show him being super smart?
You can not really.
See, that's kind of the other thing about Barry Allen.
They really didn't touch on him enough. To be honest with you,
He made that suit himself.
Yeah, it's only hinted at that he's he's smart.
Yeah, you can tell he has the smarts, but he's just kid stupid,
So what they fleshed out with him was his dad's in prison, for killing his mom. That whole angle.
Okay.
They set that up, and by the end of it, he's gotten a job in what we're assuming is Star Labs. They don't actually say Star Labs, but
he's not. He's not working in the fucking crime lab. Yeah,
he's working in the crime lab.
Oh, okay.
At the end of it.
Forensics, right?
Do you know how I know he's smart? Because he's watching Rick and Morty in it.
That's right. He's watching. Yeah, he is
Stuff
watching
like
Rick and
that.
Morty.
Stuff like that kind of takes me out of it. Like I want it to kind of be otherworldly. Like I don't want it to be in my own. All right, so fuck, what was my question? I lost it.
By the way, I like doing it this way. It just didn't see it, and he's asking questions. It's different than what everybody else would be doing.
So who is Batman, like the main role that like everything bounces off of him to kind of set the pace for everything else, or set the scenes, like it's all going through Batman to feed into everything else?
Somewhat, but
no, it really is a. They really work as a unit. I mean, Batman obviously, he built the troop carrier that they're in, and he built the what's that knuckle walker thing called? That looks like it's out of the Lego movie.
Nightcrawler, I think.
It looks like it's out of the Lego movie. So he built that big thing, and the Batmobile and all that stuff. So he's got all the tech there for him. But one of the plot points is that Wonder Woman has never decided to lead. She's always, she left for 100 years and that stuff, and Batman kind of gets on her ass about that. And by the end of the movie, she's leading.
Yeah.
Leading the Justice League?
Yeah. Well, just making decisions as she should as a tactician.
To me, Batman just seems super off in this one. Like he wasn't the Batman from BVS.
Yeah, they fucked him over in this one.
He was just like, it just was weird. It was like he wasn't that.
He wasn't like the tactician and stuff like that?
Well, I liked how they played up kind of like the old man aspect of it. That he's like, he's done. Like he's at the end of his rope. He can't take much more, and he's just trying to hold it all together with all the metahumans that are around.
Yeah, what was that one line he had when he was all bruised up after fighting Superman and taking his suit off?
Yeah.
Like she's like, you can't do this anymore. He's like, I haven't been able to do this for a long time or something.
Yeah, so when he's taking off the Halloween costume that he wears under his suit, right?
Yes.
That was one part of the
that
movie.
shit was one of those plastic fucking Ben Cooper costumes.
Yeah, I was waiting on him to slap on a fucking Ben Cooper costume and let the fucking rubber strap catch his hair.
I mean, my favorite part of BVS was just having Affleck as Batman, and his Wayne was good, and it just seemed like it was just wasn't right this time around.
Yeah, see, I feel like he makes a good Bruce Wayne, but not a good Batman.
So
he was good on both for me, but in BBS, but not this one.
Let me ask you this: do you feel like they jumped the gun and should have made a Flash movie and a Cyborg movie beforehand?
At least an Aquaman movie. They needed something more. They didn't. They couldn't just jump from the Batman Superman fight and go into a Justice League. There needed to be something else.
I will say that
besides Wonder Woman.
The way which told no backstory that was necessary for this. So I will say that the way they fleshed out Cyborg in the time that they had was really fucking great, and that can be a tentpole character for them.
Yeah,
going forward, that the kid that's playing he's on point.
So this is heavy spoiler right here. Any Green Lanterns? Or Green Lantern?
Yes,
there was one.
But not Green Lantern as we know it.
Not the modern Green Lantern that we know of, but there's a story that they're talking about when Steppenwolf first came to Earth.
Yeah, flashback.
And there was a member of the Green Lantern Corps in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they have a scene where Steppenwolf comes, like they defeated him way back when.
Yeah, the first time he came, and all the Lanthians and the Amazons and the humans, everybody all came together to fight him.
Yeah, it was like Lord of the Rings fighting Sauron.
All right, that was my next question. Did they flesh out any of the Atlanteans, like Mantis or anything like that?
No, they kept it brief. I mean, they showed Mara for a second, and they had Steppenwolf fight a couple. He didn't fight him; he just killed him.
Yeah, he had to go get the
They were heavily hinting, though. They were kind of doing a quick setup for the Aquaman movie next year or whatever. But it wasn't anything substantial.
There's word on the street is there's a 3-hour mega cut of this movie because there's a lot that was in the trailers.
Yep, that was not
in the movies.
Mm-hmm, almost everything from the initial trailers.
It seemed like there was a lot more to do with Aquaman and him going to Atlantis. That seemed like it didn't make it.
Yeah.
How was like
fucking it up?
How was the introduction of like the mother boxes and Steppenwolf and stuff? Like, did they do good on that?
It was fine.
It was just okay.
The flashback story kind of explained everything. Really,
they could have given you more. I think on Steppenwolf. The one part that I was, this is pretty spoiler heavy. It's fine, but the one part I figured we would have a scene at the end with Steppenwolf hat in hand, so to speak, since he didn't have his hat anymore. going
Like
to
with Dark
to
Side.
the dark side, saying
Yeah.
I failed.
I failed.
I guess I'll have to do it myself, kind of like the Thanos bit. We didn't get that. So basically, he was, the after credit scene goes in a completely different direction.
Yeah, I think they're trying to probably spread it out some more. The whole dark side thing.
So
I'm kind of okay with that.
No Shazam, no Black Adam, no nothing like that.
No surprise characters.
Nope.
What about Lex Luthor?
So
that's
so Luthor is one of the scenes at the end. So I'll go ahead and
that was awesome. I absolutely love it.
It's all over the fucking internet, man.
So here's what happens at the end. So the first after credit scene is in my opinion a complete throwaway. It's the Flash and Superman are going to race across the country.
Yeah, it's a nice nod, but not.
Yeah, that's cool because that's like nostalgic,
Yeah, I liked it.
Right, it is.
Exactly.
So the next one starts out in the prison, in the guards calling for Luthor, and they go, he won't come, and they go in there, and it's somebody else. Then it pans to a harbor, and there's a ship coming up to this giant yacht, and Deathstroke gets off the little boat.
Who's playing Deathstroke?
Joe
Manganiello or whatever.
Yeah. So he gets off, goes, and he's in full armor. And Luther's sitting there in a 3-piece suit with these women around him, and I will tell you,
he's much more Luthor-esque.
He's in like the how does the armor look? Is it orange and gray like that?
Yeah,
like
it's the armor. It's the armor we saw on that Batman teaser.
Yeah,
all that time ago.
Look dope.
I don't remember that, but
and then he takes off his helmet and he's got a.
One eye.
He's got but he's got like a cosplay wig. I mean, I don't know why they went that direction. And part of it's like, why are you in this full body armor and he's sitting here in a freaking
Do you in your mind is Deathstroke a young dude or is he an old man?
He's an old man in this world. I mean,
so that guy plays like an older dude.
See, but his face didn't look old, but his hair is white.
It looked like he had.
Okay.
He had. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you guys have ever been anywhere that's seen. It's like a visor they sell. It's got hair built into it. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like.
You see Jesse Eisenberg as Luthor?
Yep.
How was it? Was he more? It was good this time, or was it still kind of?
It was
like
better.
Riddler-esque?
He wasn't as neurotic millennial. I think they
right.
Flash. Honestly, when they showed his face, when he was in the straitjacket and it wasn't him, I'm like, it's just the Riddler. That's the first thing that came to mind. It panned into this other scene.
I was hoping that'd be it. Hey,
so he said.
I was gonna say Adamus in the chat mentioned something that I didn't realize either. So remember in BVS when the Flash goes back in time and says Lois is the key?
Yeah.
So and
think about that.
They did not revisit that in this.
But maybe they're saving that for the Flash movie. You know what I mean?
Quiet. Yes, they did.
They did. Yes, they did.
They did. When they brought Superman back, she was in fact the key.
Yeah, but Batman didn't mention it though.
He did.
Why would he need to?
Gun. He was the big gun. They didn't mention the flashback scene, like the Vision or whatever. But he referred to Lois as the big gun. Like, what if we bring Superman back and he's not himself? He's got a contingency plan.
Do they relate that like Bruce Wayne or Batman using Lois as the key to kind of calm Superman down? Do they?
Yeah, that's what he literally just said.
But do they reference that, or you just have to have picked that up on your own?
You just have to pick it up on your own.
Yeah, okay. Before the scene happens, he just says he has a big gun. He has a contingency.
So,
I thought he was going to drop Martha on him again, but I guess
Aqua Martha. So, shifting gears real quick in this same vein, though, rumor has it that Affleck's done for the moment, at least, with this role. And
it's all rumor. It's
hang on. Let me talk.
No, because if Jake Gyllenhaal fucking takes over,
he's not taking it over. That's all speculation and bullshit from months ago.
Fucking talk. Jake Gyllenhaal comes in and plays a younger Bruce Wayne to tell the backstory here because Affleck couldn't play.
Oh, so Jake Gyllenhaal is in the movie?
That's no, he's not. But what if? Well, I'm just saying, what if he came in and because he keeps saying how old he is and how tired he is, and Alfred mentioned, I thought it was hard dealing with wind-up penguins or whatever. Alluding to problems in the past.
Yeah. Right, let me ask you this question. So going forward, let's say Affleck is out. Do you want Justice Leagues going forward without any Batman, or they get another actor to play Batman?
That's not going to happen. They're going to get a Batman regardless.
Yeah, they'll get another Batman.
No, but I'm just asking, which do you prefer? Do you prefer, now that you're in this world, is Ben Affleck the Batman that's in this world, or do you are right getting another Batman?
I mean, I don't know if we have much of a choice. I would prefer to have Michael Keaton playing Batman for 4 movies, but we didn't get that.
See, he's too old at this point, I think, to play Batman.
No. I don't want no. That's not.
No, he's saying back in the day.
But what I'm saying, I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal isn't old enough to play Batman in that role now. You have to get somebody else.
Do you think it was a mistake for them to go that old Batman route with this and not have a younger Batman?
I thought initially, yes, because that was going to limit them from making, like, let's say, a 10-year plan for movies. If he's already old, then how long is Batman going to be in this? But if they don't reference the age, like it is that older Batman, but if they don't reference the age at all, you could get at least another.
Well, I feel like they reference the age just in the BVS with him in the suit. Like they're referencing that fucking what was it called? The Dark Knight?
Well, they reference it. They reference it here too because they still say 20 years. He's been 20 years active and Gotham.
Yeah, he's been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
So would you rather see them, or let me just ask this real fast. Would you rather see them bring in another character just to kind of take the place, or would you rather see them go like son of Bruce Wayne or somebody else taking up the mantle?
They're not going to not have Batman. They're not going to not have Batman. Batman.
No, I know. But which would you rather see? Would you rather just see another actor come in supposed to be the same person, or would you rather it be like somebody else just taking up the mantle of Batman?
I mean, you guys honestly don't think that Affleck looks young enough to pull like a 10-year younger character? He can do it.
Yeah, he can.
Well, and I say too, if they're going to do Flashpoint, it doesn't matter. You can get a new Batman in there.
Exactly,
after that anyway.
and that's their out. That's their out. So, So I think we'll get that movie. I don't know if we get that before Batman, but they could do. They could bring in Jeffrey. What's his name? The guy that played Thomas Wayne. Negan. What's the dude's name?
And this whole DCEU could happen in like 3 years anyway, like the whole storyline. Like Avengers does.
Yeah, because this movie is supposed to take place like just a couple of months after like BVS. It's supposed to be like just within a few months, not like a long time after.
Yeah, so they can put a bow on it pretty quick and move on.
And they did do it backwards here too. Like I just asked that question earlier, but the way they did develop Cyborg, the little bit of Flash, a little bit of Aquaman, like it definitely got me interested to see what they do in solo films.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to see a Ben Affleck solo Batman movie though? After
Yes.
Yes,
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this movie surprised me about how comic booky like it looked too compared to the earlier films. Like the earlier films seemed like they could really take place in the real world, where this one seemed more fantastical.
Yeah. I love the first half of this movie. The whole meeting each other, getting the team together. I love that whole part of the movie.
Yeah, I think
no joke. I cried that first like third with the Amazon. I literally cried in the theater with how happy I was. After that, it went downhill.
I think the dynamic with these guys just meeting, I think they pulled that off rather well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, Cody, what you haven't said a word here.
No, I keep wanting to talk, but then I think that I'm delayed.
Rock roll.
You just gotta get in. Just get in, bro.
Man. Throw a bow. Throw a bow.
I was say earlier that Batman had some pretty snazzy glasses on.
Yeah,
but
I didn't mind that, to be honest, because he literally only wore them for just a second,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are able to do this, but take the comic book nostalgic out of it. Like, are the critics right, like in giving this movie such a bad review?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I will tell you.
No.
No? Okay.
Even some of my favorite movies always have a spot in it. I'm like, I have to sit through this.
Yeah.
This didn't seem to have that. This was just go, 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 go.
Another thing is, I know I mentioned it before, but I was never a big fan of the DC books. So I'm not like that guy taking notes like, that's wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, that's wrong, because I don't know too much about DC. I know the basics. Yeah. Unlike say Marvel, just say X-Men. I know everything about X-Men. I know everything about Spider-Man. I know all that shit. So I kind of look at that through under a microscope. This stuff is just more, it was fun, it was comic booky, it just to me, because I'm not anchored into that universe, into these characters as much as I am with the Marvel stuff.
Right.
So I guess I could look past certain things or not know about certain things. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I enjoyed it a little bit more because I wasn't looking at it under a microscope.
Yeah, the only slight counter I would say to that is just the way Batman was characterized. He was a little too I don't want to say jokey, but he was not this kind of stoic Batman we're normally used to. I mean, I don't mind
you want him serious as fuck, you know?
Yeah, and I mean that's I don't mind
that's how he is.
I don't mind a few jokes here and there. But he was a little over the top here. It's like, okay, this is enough. This isn't fucking Batman now. He's not
for the most part.
Maybe the whole death of Superman thing changed him.
Oh no, I mean,
it was that one
confused and wondering and scared. I mean, he seems scared. He seems scared in this movie. Like, this shit's coming down, and they got to do something about this. He was like, like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, his characterization was a little off for my particular taste. I mean, Superman kind of was a little off for me too, but I know why they did it.
All right, I'm going to ask one more question because we're almost at that time. Given that Marvel has kind of trained audiences on what to expect and how to kind of watch a comic book movie, is DC trying to fit into that mold, or are they trying to go their own way?
I would say
this
yes.
was their attempt to fit into it.
Really?
The second half, definitely. Yeah. The first half, no.
I've also heard that Joss Whedon may have been an influence on that. Because I mean, there was a petition going around saying, or whatever. Petitions are stupid, but Joss did take over and he did do some extensive reshoots, so he may be part of an influence on that.
Now,
I mean, they definitely want to go lighter, because they do want to. Bring
I wish that they wouldn't, man. That's what I liked about BVS, was that it was serious.
It was dark, yeah. It was
dark. That's what I loved.
It was funny, but dark funny.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's what was good about the first third of it or so, or maybe even half. I mean, after that, you can see the tonal change completely. It's like this is
and
raw.
that's what I'm saying. The first half is like a DC movie. The second half is like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, this was like nothing like this was nothing like Thor or Guardians. Like, there was some humor in it, but I found it just simply amusing.
Yeah,
they weren't.
We weren't laughing out loud.
Yeah. I feel like that's where DC fucked up. Like, had DC started with the individual movies first, they could have set the tone. Like, look, we're a darker universe. It's more serious. And instead, they fucking jumped into Justice League. It's like, dude, you have all the time in the world. Like, I know Marvel's got 15 years on you, but who gives a shit?
They want to be right on point with them.
That's a fucking fail.
They fucked it up. They fucked it up.
Yeah.
Do you guys that first scene with Batman and the Parademon, do you think that was a reshoot scene? Do you think Joss Whedon put that in there? I mean, I know we'll never know, but
I'm not sure.
I think it is, and I think the very beginning with the kids recording Superman and asking the questions, that was a reshoot.
Oh, that's definitely a reshoot because the CGI on his lip is all fucked up.
No Martian Manhunter.
Nope. No mention of anybody else that we didn't mention.
Well, what was cool was that they were in the Wayne Manor at the end, and Batman. It was Wayne. They're planning out like where the Justice League is going to be. And he's like, "Oh, there's plenty of room for a table for 6 there."
Yeah.
And Wonder Woman said, "Well, we could keep more or make it bigger for more chairs."
The one thing I like the idea of that, but if the fact that it's in Wayne Manor, he might as well just tell everybody it's fucking.
I'm not sure that's what it was.
That is Wayne Manor.
At first, I was like, "Is that really Wayne Manor? Why are they fucking there?"
Oh, okay, I didn't catch it. It was Wayne.
But then again, it's out in the middle of nowhere, so it might be fine. But I don't know. I don't like that he's going around saying, "I'm Bruce Wayne. I need superheroes."
Yeah. See, the thing is,
way to break kayfabe.
I think breaking kayfabe. I think part of that is he's showing some vulnerability of himself to get these people's buy-in. That's how I took his being so liberal with his identity, like with Barry and with Arthur.
Yeah, well, they gave too much away in the trailers for the Aquaman meetup. Basically, the whole meetup is in the fucking trailer.
Well, remember that was what SDCC last year. They showed that whole "I'm looking for a man." Come from the King's Tide. That was last night.
Oh, they cut that scene out.
No, it's in the whole scene. It's shown. They showed it like a year ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, I kind of am looking forward to the fact. Like, I would like to see it if they do the Flashpoint and it even resets the Flash where it's not the same Flash anymore.
That'd be nice. I'd be okay with that.
You know what I mean? You could start with all people younger. You know what I mean? Like, you could really just fucking reset that whole shit.
Can't fucking stand
I
the
think
Flash.
they're going to use that as a mechanism to fix whatever
they fucked up
ailments.
Yeah, I think at that point I'd be out. Honestly,
if they reboot it all, you'd be out. Really?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, what were you gonna say, Cody?
Demon, or not to you, but to the other guys. Are the parademons, is that what they look like? Because I don't know if any of you played Gears of War, but they look exactly like the enemies from Gears of War. The Locusts.
The Locust, yeah. That is kind of pretty much their comic looks. I don't know if they ever showed like their mouth, but I remember like the mask with the circular eyes. That's kind of.
Now we didn't really touch too much on Steppenwolf. The voice actor was great. I like love the shit that he does.
That was good.
You know, whether from Rome and then he was in Game of Thrones. You know, but the full CGI was a little weird.
I kind of wrote that off personally. I was like, whatever. I knew this was going to happen. It's fine.
Yeah. And I preferred his look here because that's what I kind of wish Ares was in Wonder Woman. Like that's what bothered me about Ares is that he had the CGI body, but a human looking head, like with a mustache. And that like to me threw the whole look off. So I liked here the way he looked. He a little generic, like nothing really like crazy, but they, you know, he had the basic iconic look with the helmet, which is, you know, what stands out most about that character. And I thought he did show personality in his lines, like whoever Syrian Hines, his name is. I thought he did a good job.
Let me ask you this: any reference to Suicide Squad at all in the this movie? Good. All right. Good.
No.
Not a lick.
Probably for the better.
I'm just
waiting.
All
right. I'm sorry. I know I said that my last question was before, but I do have one more. Would you like to see if they did reboot the DC universe to be like similar to Marvel? Like, do you want those type of DC movies?
No, I'd rather it be a very dark.
That's what I'm enjoying
DC,
about
DC. Also, movies. to me, was like a heavier toned.
Yeah, DC was always the adult comics,
with the exception of Superman. You know what I mean?
But even then, Superman took shit pretty seriously. I mean, they're more like the funner side of DC Comics, but
funner.
So, well, I mean that's the best way I can kind of describe it. But it's the lighter side. Thank you.
Right. But I mean, you know, basically, what it's going to come down to is going to come down to the dollars. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to try to appeal to everyone.
You have to train people. Like Marvel trained people to. They train people how to watch and how to take in a They train people on what a superhero movie is. So DC, all they have to do is they say, look, we're training you on what a DC movie is. And you just set the tone. And yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. But once people realize, because I think the average person doesn't realize that fucking Marvel's its own thing and DC's its own thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like you have to train people that they're separate. And this is how you fucking consume those things.
I think with BVS, the route they wanted to go with BVS just like that. And it got ripped apart.
No, you could see that. And
you got ripped apart, so they're like, man, we can't do another movie like that. But it started out like that.
You can. It's just because people don't know. People are expecting Marvel. They don't know.
I totally agree with you. But I'm saying from the studio standpoint, they're like, man, we can't get ripped apart again.
And that's why they should have done the individual character movies first before that shit. They fucked up just with the way they
put all the money in the wrong pot. To be honest.
So guys, just to give you a picture financially, Justice League did 93 million, just say 94 million over the weekend, with the movie Wonder in second at 27.5, and Thor Ragnarok still bringing in 21.
What was Thor Ragnarok's first week, like their first initial weekend?
I think they're at 700 million like worldwide right now.
But what were they for the opening weekend though? Because opening weekend at 94.
Let me make this point, and I can look. So, just for comparison's sake, Wonder Woman did 103 million. Their 3-day total, so they beat it by $10 million. Wonder Woman.
They were thinking better. Yeah, they were thinking they were going to do between 103 and 110, and they underperformed.
Well, I'm sure the budget on this movie was way higher than the Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, but everyone was sitting home watching the Punisher this weekend. That's all I'm saying.
So Thor Ragnarok did. Thor Ragnarok did 122 million.
Yeah, see, because they're established, and that's the thing. Yeah, it's that they're established, and exactly. People know what to expect, and it's kind of a feel-good movie. Like it's more lighthearted. That's the thing. It's just like super. They should have really played up like Man of Steel. I think they waited too long between Man of Steel and BVS because Man of Steel is serious as fuck. You know what I mean? I think if they just would have just kept going at that pace, you would have realized like, oh, all right, these are some serious ass movies.
I just think at the time they weren't sure what the fuck they were doing.
Right. Well, because they needed Marvel.
The thoughts were there, but they weren't sure if they wanted to jump into that pool yet.
They needed Marvel to kind of set the tone. Like, look, you could make this fucking expanded universe. Man, and that's a bummer because I really do want. Like, I like Marvel for what it is, but I really do want some serious ass fucking comic book.
Well, look what happened with Green Lantern, man.
I know, but I think there was. I feel like that's like
died on the fucking table, man.
I feel like that's like with the Schumacher Batmans. It's like its own thing, and it's just what it is.
It was DC getting into that world, and when you take a hit like that, the executives are going to say no.
Yep.
No,
that's true. That's
they
true.
don't give a fuck about characters.
Sometimes you just need to
comic
take a
books.
chance, and they're just
They're
not
looking at the
willing to take a
wallet and
chance.
how much the studio lost, and they're like, no, not doing it.
Green Lantern was super faithful to like the lore, you know, and it bombed.
It was boring as fuck too.
Brave said he's fucking triggered.
Who?
Brave.
Who is that?
Yeah, but
you don't know who Brave is? He's
I don't guess so. I haven't heard from anybody named Brave.
But you know what? For anybody that saw it in the theater, like at the end, did the audience clap? My audience clapped.
See, listen, I hate that shit anyway, so I'm glad. If you said they didn't clap, perfect. I fucking hate an audience clapping.
Whoopi clapped over.
They didn't do that for BVS. They didn't do it for BVS because the way it ended, like on a dour note, like in the theater, like everybody seemed happy and they seemed amped for like more movies like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is if they're trying to go in that direction and get that mainstream casual Marvel audience, you know what? I prefer the darker stuff, but I think kids can enjoy this. Where I don't see kids enjoying BVS.
You need balance. So that's
but you didn't know Marvel was gonna be lighthearted and like a little bit on the lighter side until they set it up that way. So that's the problem, is they just never set it up, and not that they never set it up, but you think you're getting a Marvel movie. You know what I mean? So you think you're getting this lighthearted, and you're like, well, and people just don't understand. And I think that's where DC fucked up, is not slow rolling this, especially because it's so dark and so intense. They needed to slow roll that shit, and they fucking gave you all of it in one thing, and people don't know how to take it.
You could definitely see that there were some story points here that they probably cut. And you could see probably where Snyder wanted to go a little bit more with the symbolism as far as like what Superman meant to the world and when he was dead and like what was going on with him and how he was like an inspiration. You didn't get to see it before, but they looked like they were touching on it here. And it looked like it got cut down.
And see, that's how you get to see it. That to me is how you set that up. Like you set up what Superman meant to the world when you do a Wonder Woman movie and they reference Superman. When you do a Flash movie and they reference Superman, you realize like, fuck, Superman really meant a lot, and all these other, it expands it all.
But I think they did a good job of doing that. They did a good job.
They did it here. Oh yeah, okay, good.
I mean, they fit a lot in this movie in under 2 hours, man. I think they did.
Is it too much though?
Mm-hmm. No, I thought it was good. I thought the introductions for the new characters was fine, just enough to introduce them and to keep me interested in seeing like their solo shit. Like I felt like it was just enough of everybody.
Yeah, and the people that were close to Superman, like Batman and Lois and his mom, I mean, they all got their chance to express how much, he meant to them and stuff like that too. So
I hated how they brought Superman back.
Yeah, me too.
It was so underwhelming. It was so pointless.
I do hear that there is a battle between like Superman and the Justice League that's pretty fucking dope.
It was pretty cool. There were some cool moments, but him coming back was just so underwhelming.
I love the callback line to Batman. Had him by the throat.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yo, shout out to Elfman with the fucking score, man.
You got a little bit of the old school Batman theme, a little bit of the old Superman theme.
I got goosebumps, man, when I went there. It was fucking insane. I was like, yeah.
See, but I liked the new themes. Like I liked the new Wonder Woman theme, and he kind of like remixed that like here. Like, and I kind of was like, I like the way the Hans Zimmer version, and the same thing for the Superman theme. Like I liked that new theme that Hans did, and here you only got it like a little bit, and then you kind of got the original John Williams. They gave you a taste of that. It's cool because it's nostalgic. It kind of hits those buttons, but compared to what came before, it doesn't match.
Do you think, like, I know everybody's talking about Flash being a Flashpoint movie, but do you think they would invest all this money in like the Wonder Woman and this Aquaman movie coming out to really reset it all in the Flash movie?
Well, I would hope not.
They said that Flash is on hold right now.
Oh, okay. So then maybe they're not even going that route.
What happens with this? They put everything on hold.
And Gal's looking to boycotts. So
yeah.
Now she wants to step down as Wonder Woman if
Well, the only because of that
if they go with the choices that they're going with.
Yeah.
But just one more thing I wanted to say is my whole background to these DC characters is Justice League and the DC animated movies, and to me this felt like an animated movie, just with
live action.
Yeah, and I really thought that was nice.
Yeah, and then DC kills the animated movies.
That's what I have to say. Is DC fucking they're way better than Marvel. Like DC owns that genre.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's how I mean, feel like that this movie felt like a lot more like a comic book. Like it had more of that feel to it. Yep.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it was a fun movie. I enjoyed myself the whole way through.
Yep,
and I think it's got a lot of rewatchability.
Man, maybe I'll check it out tomorrow. Like now, you guys are getting me hyped to kind of see it.
Jose got that link.
Definitely worth it.
I sent you the link, bro. I sent you the link.
I know, man. I don't know if I can do that.
I think it's worth it.
It's a pretty good copy.
I know, but it's
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, just get yourself some popcorn, mix some fucking M&Ms in it.
You don't even have to leave the house. You have to worry about nobody clapping.
This is caramel M&Ms. That's what you need. Those caramel M&Ms. Excuse me. I got the hiccups now.
All right, guys. Let's let Brian run through the chat real quick.
All right, real quick. We had Chat Wingingham, Extra Zero, Cabalta, KJ Smith, Dave Energon Addict was in there, Sunday Heat, Sportimus, Paul C, Ralph L, Sean was in there, BZ Fresh. We had a Paul L in there tonight. 30. We had Jason in there. 30. That's Chuck, by the way.
Chuck.
And Masterpiece of Peace. We had Chris G, Adult Car, Toys and Stuff. Big Dom was in there. K-Tron, Jita, Adamus Nitron. We had Joe in there. Deluxe Baldwin dropped in. Lord Shadowkeeper. Johnny Y, and then Brave came in here at the end.
Who?
Just tearing up shit.
Yeah. Hey, y'all smash that like button, party people.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Titty smack it.
All right. So let's tell everybody where you at before we get out of here. Brian.
Oh, you can find me, Brian Brink, in the Facebook groups, at Brinkalizer on Instagram, and check your sleeper sofa down in the basement. You might find me down there, too.
Boy, you've been all over the place. You've been slumming a lot, man.
That's a nice hat you got there, by the way, Brian.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you get yourself one of these.
Young Daniel.
Harvey_Dent on Instagram. Lurking in just his art books, and but not here because Santa's called me back to the workshop for a month or so.
Oh, let's see.
Old Krampus himself.
Krampus is called for his troops. So young Daniel's going to be taking a little bit of a sabbatical from us for the holiday season.
For the foreseeable future, Dan.
He's got to go make some wooden toys.
Dan, is this your last show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For the foreseeable future, as the R.O.C. trading card says. So, Jose, thanks for helping out tonight.
No problem, guys. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at HurricaneBX. And please check out the R.O.C. Hangout every single Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel. You could also subscribe to audio on iTunes and Google Play.
Here it is.
So thanks for having me, guys.
Mr. Birthday Boy.
Yo, you can catch me at birthdayboy1 at hotmail.com. No, it's Jisk1 on Instagram, and I think just Instagram. I don't even know where I'm at. And Jbatron on Instagram and Facebook. I don't post anymore, but I do like photos from time to time. So
yeah, I get a like
he's
from
going to
you
be
once in a
posting
while.
some Thanksgiving feast posters.
Yeah.
The roast beast.
Roast beast and some razzleberry dressing.
Cody, thanks for joining us tonight. Tell the good people where you at.
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook as Codemus Prime G1 and on Toy Detox every now and then.
And what's your other Instagram? People might be interested in that too.
Your tattoo.
Your other IG.
Cody Art.
Just Cody Art, yeah.
Cody Art.
With KODE it's Cody without the I, basically. Art.
Nice Wolverine tattoo,
yeah,
man.
Nice.
It was dope.
This dude can draw some people pretty good. Dust Mites.
Dust Mites on Instagram, Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook groups, and don't forget Thanksgiving 9:30 a.m. streaming live on Dust Mites YouTube channel all day long. We're doing an all-day fucking stream.
Dustgiving.
Dustgiving. Yes, there it is. You may just see an empty chair for a while, but I'm gonna hit that button as soon as I get up. So tune in.
I'm in my basement where my brother-in-law just came in here and took the biggest, nastiest shit. he did shut the door and leave the fan running, but everybody likes their own brand.
Courtesy flesh.
That's right. Pinkerton on Instagram, PNKR10. Christopher Adam Pinkerton on The Good Book, because that's what my mama named me. Crashbox Customs on your social media. Now accepting commissions. That's going to do it for us tonight. thank you for joining us. God damn, that stinks. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us, and we appreciate that. Hang out tomorrow night. Make sure you check out Jose and the crew. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your friends and family. And make sure you check out Dust Mites live stream starting at 9:30 on Thursday morning.
On Dust Mites YouTube channel, baby.
That's right.
Oh, wait, I might do something on Wednesday night.
Okay, awesome. Cool deal. We'll be looking for that. Just pay attention in the groups. And thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who listens or watches us. We're just a bunch of dudes bullshitting a couple hours every week, and we've got about 1,000 touches every week, but not a Hollywood touch.
We're just like you guys. We're normal, just like you guys.
Well, some of us.
Some of us. And Dan?
Yes, sir.
See you when we see you, buddy.
See you later, Dan.
Peace. See you January 10th.
We are now 50% less Dragon Ball Z.
No.
Don't worry, Jane will cover me.
Hey, who? Hey.
Goodbye.